All right, today's poll. We need a poll. Poll. Not talking about my penis. Not talking about it quite yet. We need a poll, ladies and gentlemen. How about everybody here seems to like video games. So how about today's poll? Best video game. Best video game. I'm typing as I'm speaking. It's so weird that I can't preemptively do the vote poll thing, but I can't. Best video game. How about ever? Super Mario Brothers. Zelda. What the hell are the other ones? Roblox? I don't know how to spell. Look like Minecraft. Start the poll, ladies and gentlemen. Best video game ever. Super Mario Brothers, Zelda, Roblox, or Minecraft. I think Minecraft is probably going to win. Actually, with my demographic here on live streams, probably going to go with Roblox. I get a lot of teenagers, which I was fighting at first. I say adults only, right? And I mean adults only. But what I do here is try to offer some sort of you're not alone inspiration kind of shit. Like, I'm lost, coming of age, the whole gamut. Because that's why I set it up like this. That's why it looks like this, is because I want it to be like a home studio, like a radio broadcasting station. And we all know that radio is dead, right? Sadly. So I want to bring that back, and I want to be an open ear for these people that are discovering new things about themselves and their lives. And as a parent, offer some sort of advice to them, some sort of stimulation to them. Oh, thank you so much. Eureka! What's the question of the day? Oh, the video games. Do you play video games? What's your favorite console? How about that? We can talk about everything and everything. If you're new here, I don't know how to read. I don't read well. I could say good, but we would know I would just be a falsity there. I know the difference between good and well, but reading is sometimes tricky. I do the best I can with names, but we know what I look like, right? I know what I look like. I'm seeing myself right now. Hi, self. We should do some vocal warm-ups really quick, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. These are just a few things that I like behind me. Artists, food items. It's kind of ghetto, but it is the best I can with what I have. John Thomas. Can you give me a shout out? No, I cannot, because I'm sure if I say it real fast and real loud, it'll be a naughty word. So no, I cannot. But I can just say, ladies and gentlemen, John Thomas, Jonathan Thomas. Don't we love him? Let's give him a round of applause. A little cowbell for JT. Yeah, there we go. Now we're in the pocket. Vocal warm-ups. You can give it to me, you can do it with me, or you can just sit aside and watch. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. We appreciate thumbs here. We are so grateful. Our goal every day are 10 thumbs. That's 2 fists. Yesterday, we had an abundance of thumbs. I'm so joyous and grateful for that. Real quick. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the claps. Thank you so much. Hello, KG. Kevin Garnett is what I think of when I think of KG. And then I can't think of KD, who sadly has to go to Houston to play for the Rockets. And he doesn't want to, nor does anybody else want to. He should retire. In other countries, you would be referred to as a handsome brute. Oh, thank you so much. I don't think there's anything ghetto about... Oh, what's ghetto about my spot is because I know what it could be with a little bit of software and ingenuity. I lack software skills. I lack ingenuity. I am creativity. As long as it's a titty, I guess I'm okay. So I have half a titty. I liked, and I subscribed. JT, I really appreciate that. I'm grateful for that. Subscriptions are my currency. Also, thumbs up are my currency. I do this for free. I create one original sketch every single day. I'm on day 135 in a row. I've been hungover. I've been drunk. I've been sick. I've had laryngitis, and I've still provided a sketch in which nobody watches or appreciates for you lovely people. All for free. There is no paywall. There is a wall, and there is another wall, but it doesn't cost anything. It's all free. Yeah, I agree with you, Macon. I love it. I love the enthusiasm. Best video games ever? That's got to be Dead Redemption 2. I've never played Dead Redemption 2, nor 1, nor 3, or 4, or how many they are. I seem really cool, Magnetic. I appreciate that. I'm a 42-year-old that's broke and basically been divorced 3 times. Couldn't rub together 2 nickels if I had to, but I'm doing my best with what I have. And that's kind of what life's about, right? It's getting kicked in the nuts, kicked in the throat, and then still somehow rising above to try again to get kicked. Oh, Walgreens. Anybody have Walgreens around them? They have to communicate with Walgreens. Again, I'm 42 years old, body's falling apart. I just got a notification from them. I picked up 2 prescriptions the other day, one for acid reflux and the other for blood pressure. TMI, but there are no lies here. It's all very consistently inconsistent, but no lies, all truth. I'm sick of Walgreens. They call me, they text me, they email me. It's like a jealous ex-girlfriend. Hey, what you doing right now? Oh, really? You're going live? What are you going to talk about? Are you going to talk about me? Because I don't like it when you talk about me, but I like it when you hang out with me. Do you want to chat? Let's chat. Want to chat on the phone? Want to chat by text? That's Walgreens. It's insanity. It's nutty. I'm nutty. I don't need Walgreens to be nutty. Let's catch up on chat. Yeah, good morning, Nutty. Good morning to you, Creator Games. Beautiful morning. It is rainy, drizzly, and I just wish it would downpour. It's such a cock tease. It is a teases of the cockas with the weather here in Wisconsin. It's so miserably hot and humid, and it's teasing me with torrential downpour and thunder and lightning, and there's just none to be had. 3 divorces, damn dude. Yeah, I should have been at like 7. I've been engaged 4 times, and the one that got away was probably the smartest of all of them. Sadi, what's happening? Thank you so much, Ali Diaz. I appreciate that. Hassan, thank you so much. 3, yes, 3. Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't have a problem with commitment. I don't have a problem with rejection. Obviously, if I've done this 135 days in a row, creating an original sketch, posting on not only YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, RedNote. So I have to translate my shit into Chinese once to twice a day for everything I post on RedNote, which was supposed to be the social media platform that was going to replace TikTok, which is so dumb because they're both Chinese companies. Anyway, I digress. How's the weather where you're at? You're doing damn good. Cool. What's your favorite video game console? Mine would be Super Nintendo. I think Super Nintendo was the best, or Nintendo 64. Something that's a top-loaded thing that I don't have to worry about. I like when something's broken and all I got to do is go and then that fixes the problem. I wish I could go to my wallet and just pick up my wallet, pretend this is my wallet, and be like, and then it would fix the problem and money would appear, and like my credit cards wouldn't be past due or, overdrawn. Anyway, you live near Stephen Avery. Oh my God, that's a blast from the past. I think he's Manitowoc, if I'm not mistaken, which is about 45 minutes from me. So I think the prison in which he's held is like an hour from me. I could be wrong. Miss Sanger, hi. I'm guessing that. Sorry about that. Technical issues. I've got a jealous ex-girlfriend. Her name is Walgreens. She's obsessive compulsive and wants me to overdraw my checking account to buy prescription pills I don't need. Why did you marry? I married because I believed in a little thing called love. I just listened to the rhythm of my heart. I wish I could take credit for those lyrics, but those are not mine. That is the darkness. I can't play it, otherwise I'd get another copyright strike, which YouTube likes to throw out and threaten my monetization, which jokes on them. I am like 3.5 million clicks and views away from getting monetized. 3.5 million, that's bonkers, that's insanity, that's nuttier than I am. Why would you threaten a turn-up for blood when they have none? Anywhooser, thank you, I appreciate that, expertise. I've been referred to Jack Black a few times. The best I've ever gotten was like a decade ago when Nacho Libre came out. A Russian model thought I was Jack Black. Fucking shit, Walgreens. Give it a break. Prescription's ready. There's nothing to get ready, Walgreens. Leave me alone. Fuck my life. If it wasn't an automated system, I'd call them back for your entertainment. Just be like, can you leave me alone? Can you stop stalking me? I do enjoy being stalked, by the way. If you want to stalk me, if you want to be this crazy person that comments and likes everything I've ever created in all platforms, please do. I encourage it. I don't know why people are like, oh my God, he's such a psycho. He just fucking goes and blows up my social media. Fucking blow it up, man. Comment on everything. I respond to every single comment. Again, I create one piece of new material every day. One original sketch. You never know what it's going to be. It could be a dude poop joke. It could be marriage related. It could be whatever. Today that I'm releasing on YouTube is fucking, what is it? Oh, headache. Men versus women. How we deal with headaches. Super Mario Brothers has to be for forever. I know, but 1, 2, or 3. Which one? I like the original. I grew up with the original. I was like 4 when the original came out. And then 2 was like that weird, like we're going to India and Egypt and it's sandy and shit. And 3 is just bananas awesome. But there's all those cheats, right? Like if you know what you're fucking doing in Super Mario Brothers 3, you can beat it in like 5 minutes. I was never that way. That was really before the internet kind of caught a wave with me. I was 14 years old. I'm 42 now. When dial-up internet came out. Dial up. Imagine you're looking at adult material, naked pictures of people, and you were looking it up on the internet, and it came to you in segments, right? Can you see that? How about we'll simplify and call it thirds, but it was really ace. So you're like, oh my gosh, I think I can see an earlobe, right? I think I can see a foot, and you never know which direction it was going to go. It would take forever. So you'd have to really commit to what you were doing, or depending on what parts you have. I don't care what parts you have. Doesn't matter. And then once you're like, oh my gosh, I think I see a bush, you'd have to time it perfectly. Now you're so oversaturated with imagery and content that it's like, oh my gosh, I need more. I need like some weird, crazy German shit to get me off. Anyway, Red Note sucks. I totally agree. Red Note is a bane in my existence just because of the translation issues. Communication breakdown personified there, especially when somebody comments in Chinese. Then I have to go jing dong, jing dong. Not racism, but that's me dialing up my ChatGPT. Oh my God, that was almost racist. Holy shit, I didn't mean it that way. Anyway, yeah, Red Note sucks. I always watch you. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, and tell your parents about it. It is free to do so. It doesn't cost you anything. You can unsubscribe. In fact, somebody unsubscribed from yesterday's live stream, which I don't mind. I understand. They checked it out. It wasn't for them. I get that. It's like a weird cuisine I am. It's like putting peanut butter, marshmallows, and, I don't know, creme brulee together and seeing if it sticks, if it feels good in your stomach. That's what I am. I'm a collection of things that'll rot your mind and your teeth. And then some people like it, some people don't. I get it, but I appreciate the effort either way. Anyway, regardless, it's free to subscribe. It's free to like. It's free to give you your thumbs up. And we only had like 10, 12 thumbs down on yesterday's, so we still went way over 10, which I'm grateful for. First time ever, so I love it. Earthbound was my favorite friend for a while. Okay, John, I'm not sure what that means. Oh, you're talking about games. I don't know what Earthbound is. I'm not subscribed, I'm not schooled, I'm not educated in the realm of games for the most part. I am a 90s kid. So if we're talking like 007 GoldenEye on Super Nintendo, I'm with it, right? If we're talking about Mortal Kombat 2 on Sega Genesis, I'm with it. If we're talking about sports games from the 90s, early 2000s, I'm with it, right? NBA 2K, right? I'm with it. But if you're talking about like Plants vs. Aliens and Farmland or whatever the fuck is out now, I have no idea. Red Haired Redemption 2, Redhead Dawn 2, I don't know what it's called, but it sounds killer. I don't know. There's this game that I used to play occasionally where I was like this god of war. Maybe it was called Gods of War. Yeah, I think it was called Gods of War. Fucking amazing game. I just like I fall out of rhythm with it, and now I do this so much. I joined Reddit last night. I'm so desperate to get my word and my message and my fucking videos out to people that actually like watch it that I joined Reddit. I'm 42. I had no idea. I still have no idea what Reddit is or what Reddit does. I'm working with ChatGPT and they're like, okay, pro move is don't post your page. That's my ChatGPT voice, by the way. Don't post your page. Do a re-Reddit or do a unsub or like a secondary. I forgot what he fucking called it. He called it something. And I'm like, so I'm just supposed to willy-nilly post 135 days of fucking videos on random people's threads? That's how I get attention and likes? Fuck, that's exhausting. That's almost as bad as translating my shit into Chinese. It's still rhetoric and crazy and psychotic in Chinese as it is in English. Anyway, funny as shit, we were never actually supposed to be blowing into those cartridges. Yeah, I love it. And I did it in VHS tapes sometimes too, because I'm weird as shit, if you guys couldn't tell. This is genuinely how I am. But the video game cartridges was like a harmonica, right? And then DVDs, CDs, and like PS1, PS2 games, you take your shirt, high shirt, and then you fucking try to get the splooge things off the bottom and hope it worked. Hope it didn't skip, right? Or you got like a blue screen of death. That was the worst. That means you really fuck shit up. I look like Steve. Thank you. Lava. I've heard the song twice, but I've sang it probably a dozen times on live stream just because I just remember lava and chicken. Lava, chicken. Steve Lava Day ringing a bell. I just remember like bits and pieces. I probably should do it like for karaoke sometime. See if I could do it. But before that, there was Wonder Boy, Tenacious D, if anybody knows, because you wanted love. Yes, I like the feeling, the addiction of love. I think this is going to last forever, but realistically, deep down inside, I know that I am not ready for that kind of commitment, and I know won't work, but I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic, kind of like the insanity that I do with this every single day of my life. I wake up, I walk one of the two dogs that I have, if not both. I do a drive around town quickly, and then I get to work. Today, I'm going to do a day in the life of a 42-year-old content creator, and it's going to be like half an hour long, and 3 people will try to watch it and won't. But it's really going to explain, like today, my first thing was I went to Fiverr. I was negotiating with this guy to help me edit a video that I can go to Google Ads and try to get subscribers for, because that's what you need. That's your currency on Google for them to like you and play nice with you on YouTube. And that was a lengthy process. And now it's like I got to deal with Reddit and try to figure out all these subculture pages. It's a lot. It's more than a full-time job, what I'm doing. I've had many full-time jobs in my life, and this is probably the biggest labor of love I've ever done, as this is my final attempt to get to where I know I belong. Anyway, Super Mario Brothers, yes. Hope you're doing okay. Magnetic, how are you? What's up? Watch me cook. How are the videos coming along? Good to see you guys. Yeah, 3. I'm a little behind on the chats because that's who I am as a human being. What do I want in a woman? Well, I want her to be a woman, and I want her to be of the age or older. I found out after the second divorce, I don't want to date anybody younger than me. I am in a fully committed relationship right now. I'm very happy. I'm probably the happiest I've been in my life, but I've also been the most mature I've ever been in my life, meaning I don't feel the need in the back of my head to try to fuck somebody over. Like, I am very honest and genuine about what I want, who I am, and understanding of one's feelings that are not myself, right? And that comes with maturity, age, and also a lot of depression therapy and realization that I was a dick for most of my life. So I am probably the best version I've ever been of myself. Health and appearance-wise, I'm probably the worst. So that teeter-totter isn't really fair to my partner, but at least on the inside, I'm quite nice and kind now. On the outside, I've got work to do, but I understand that. Yeah, stalk. Yeah, feel free to stalk me, for sure. Yeah, I would appreciate that. I like obsessive compulsive people. I like the fact that you can stop at nothing until you obtain what you want. So yeah, feel free to comment on every fucking one of my videos, on every fucking platform if you want to. If you don't, totally cool too. There's a thing called free will, which means you can do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting yourself and others, or not robbing somebody, or breaking the law, or not getting caught, rather, doing that. But yeah, be you. Do whatever the hell you want to do. 3 million. I got to keep grinding it. Yeah, Diaz, totally. It's a fucking marathon. I'm out here winded as fuck from a sprint, and it's a marathon. It's so baffling what you have to do to get monetized. And then even if I'm monetized, what am I going to make? $50 a year? I don't know. I'm not in this for money, but it would be nice to have a little coin to buy new wigs, right? To buy new props. It would be nice to have something somewhere, a reward. Because I say this all the time, but this is the equivalent of me working double time, like more than a full-time job, into overtime and having no paycheck. But again, I love this. My favorite part of my day is creating the original sketch, that creativity. That's when all the ingredients kind of come together for a souffle of fun. And usually I don't burn it, and usually it turns out okay. So it just depends. But yeah, I'm into stalkers for sure. Feel free. Something funny, but not funny. Minors came here into mine in the 20s. So okay, people would walk past their homes saying hurtful things about their race. Been through that. Used to be a Jewish neighborhood. Okay, I get it. Light alone. Again, reading is not my forte. I'm a creative mind, so if you like come up with an original content or sketch, I'll give you 3 things to implement in them. A shovel, baking powder, and Pez. I could do that with little to no effort. I am 3.5% Jewish. I don't say that to boast, but I say that to be like, I understand what it means to be in a Jewish neighborhood, kind of. I am the reciprocal of that. I'm in a city called Germantown, Wisconsin, which is, if you think of what's the opposite of Jewish, you would think German because of a little war that we had. Anyway, how we doing? How we all doing, Mo? Welcome to Mo's! Anybody ever eat at Mo's? They are so not enthusiastic when they yell welcome to Mo's, and they should be. It is typically a southern burrito place, like a Chipotle. What's the other one? that's like that. There's like 3 or 4 places that are the same kind of layout and format. I used to eat Moe's frequently in Jacksonville, Florida. I think there is one in Wisconsin. I haven't been in a very long time. There's another one too. I can't remember the name of it. It's a burrito place. It just depends. Which kind of diarrhea do I want today, right? I wrote before this because ideas come to me all the time in every room of the house. That's why in every room of my house I have. There goes my fucking cowbell stick. But I have a shit ton of Post-it notes in every single room. All hours of the night. Sleeping is a thing for me. It's incredibly difficult. I can't just, there's no power switch in my brain. I can't just shut it off. So like just before I came on, I got inspired. And speaking of poops, I've written a sketch for a future day. I don't know. I have a basket of completed sketches, a basket of like working on sketches, and then a basket of like when I find friends, if I can ever find friends and people to film with. That is the dream basket. This would follow into work in progress basket, but it's about coffee and poops. I'll have you read between those lines. It's pretty brown between them. Step on my throat, Papa Bear. Oh, I drink wine. You still have not joined my OnlyFans. I keep anticipating you being my first fan, one and only. I'm learning a great deal about OnlyFans. I do that kind of as a kind of a relaxing mechanism at like between 8 and 10 p.m. to try to figure it out. And again, I don't show any nuts and bolts. I don't do any full frontal. I just post the sketches that are too spicy for YouTube and TikTok. And what I mean by spicy is I talk about masturbation. I talk about penetration. I talk about sex. And that's a big snafu. YouTube, TikTok, they do not like those things. I am opposed to that. I think what makes us different is what makes it comical and what makes it human, right? I think we should embrace that. I think if they can have shitty shows like Love Island, where people are literally fucking on camera in front of teenagers, you can say, oh my gosh, I hurt my jerk-off hand. And I don't think we should live in a society where that's flagged or shadow banned. Any hooser, I'm waiting for you to follow me on OnlyFans. Again, I have 0 fans on OnlyFans, which is ironic. I thought that would be my last stone that wasn't turned over. Was like, oh, well, fuck, if I join OnlyFans, then I'll fucking make it. I can pay child support with that. No, nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. There's nothing that's coming easy for this. Not at all. So then last night, I'm like, what can I keep trying? Because I'm not insane enough. Reddit. So now I got to try to figure out Reddit as a 42-year-old man. Anyway, I have to live in a hotel since the tornado happened. Well, that fucking sucks. Watch me cook. I'm sorry to hear that. And at the hotel, I saw Detroit Pistons people. Oh, that's cool. They would be in the NBA draft tonight. Tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is the NBA draft. Are we excited for it? Do we care? I think aside from Cooper Flagg going to the Dallas Mavericks, nobody gives a fuck. I think it's just one of those drafts. I don't know. Lude full day. I think you're gone probably anyway. I'm just guessing. And you want me to add something dawn time? I'm not sure. I'll dial you up. Drink wine. I do. I would appreciate that. Can you cover the camera for Lamar Jackson? Damn it. I forgot. I wrote that down yesterday. I wrote that down to figure out what that fucking means. Is that a racist thing? Because if you cover up the camera, it's black and he's dark. Trust me, there are far more superior athletes that are darker in tone than Lamar Jackson. If that's the reason, if the reason is racism, that's so sad. Because I do believe wholeheartedly, and we've been through this a gaggle of fucking times yesterday, that Lamar Jackson is going to be the Super Bowl MVP this season, and the Baltimore Ravens are going to prevail as Super Bowl champions. I'm not a fan of the Ravens, but I do believe in destiny, and I think destiny is on their side. So yeah, I mean, if that's what it is, I didn't look it up, but I thought about it. It was one of those things that I felt like I needed 13 seconds of allocation of my time to realize that it's probably a racist thing. Cover up your camera for Lamar Jackson. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Be better. Come more original. 2 was originally supposed to be in a game of Japanese Mask Festival. Wow, that's a lot of information. Put Mario characters in it. Okay. I never really got into Mario Kart. I know you didn't talk about that, Mo. But Mario Kart was kind of the end of the transitional period for me with video games. What is the reason you want love? I don't want love because I have love, but it's the optimist in me. It's the hopefulness. It's the belief that there's something greater than myself out there. It's the belief that every mismatched sock has a pair out there, has a match, right? No matter how flawed you are in life, no matter how crazy you are on the inside, no matter how bad you look in front of a mirror, there is somebody somewhere out there that is going to be attracted to you and match you up somehow. You just have to find that person. If you don't believe me, watch Love on the Spectrum. These people are getting more fucking pussy and ass than fucking celebrities. Love on the Spectrum, they are getting nuts and bolts left and right, fucking bearskin rug, whatever they want, they're getting. And if it wasn't for that show, none of them, when the show started, none of them have even been on dates before. They're like 30, never been on a date, and now they're fucking like models. Anyway, I digress. But I want to believe in love. I want to believe that everything has a reciprocal and a match. So that answers that question. Super Mario Brothers 1 started it. I do believe that, yes. Mission through on Commander 64. Commander 64 is before my time. 42. So, I mean, really it started with regular Nintendo. Then it went to Super Nintendo. And then Sega Genesis, Game Gear, Game Boy. It was a lot. I drink wine. Now I look at actual bushes. Okay, cool. Yeah, bushes. I like a little hair down there. When things change when you have a daughter, right? A lot of things change. How you think, how you operate. And I know it's so popular to get a Brazilian wax or to be completely bare down there. I like a little hair, even if it's gray or white. I don't mind. It makes me feel like I'm not doing anything inappropriately, because I know I'm not, but in the back of my head, I'm like, this is weird. Anyway, I shave mine. I call it the courtesy shave. I shave mine every few months. Just whatever. I don't want somebody to have to floss their teeth with my pubes. Call me a romantic, call me sensitive, call me whatever you like. First Mario game came out. Duck Hunt, yeah, I remember that. I had the dual game myself. I obviously no longer have that, but it was like one of those 2 games in ones. Like, remember when you could get a DVD that was like a double feature? That's what it was when the original Nintendo game came out. And Duck Hunt, I could never get the gun to work because you had to plug it in. So, like, here's the TV, and here's the gun for Duck Hunt. I had to get real close to the TV to, hit the ducks, and then the dog would come up, "Arr!" and, retrieve the ducks. It was amazing. And then when you missed it, we go, "Arr!" Rad Racer was probably one of the coolest games, too. Now I look at actual bushes. Do you want love because no one truly loves you? Sabi, you're not listening to me. I have true love now. I have true love with a woman, with a partner, and I love, for the first time in my life, I genuinely love what I'm doing. I'm exhausted, and I'm going bonkers and crazy trying to make it work, but the actual creation of the content is my genuine love of what I do, and it's the reason I get out of bed every day. That and you lovely people. Jovi, I mix vlog. I don't know how to read. You didn't know that. Hello, I love the hamburger helper hand. That is my favorite ever. I don't know if you know what hamburger helper is, but it was a easy way for a parent to feel like they were really preparing a home-cooked meal for their kids. It was kind of an easy way out, but I miss it desperately. XX Mitchell, hello. That's a lot of X's. What's your favorite letter of the alphabet? Is it an X? Or it could be like a Q. I will never know unless you tell me. Wii, bro, that was the best console. Wii was interesting because it had the nunchuck. I actually had a pair of nunchucks that got removed from me from elementary school because I was really into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I think it was Donatello. Which one had the nunchucks? Anyway, I had these plastic ones my dad bought me, and he's like, you keep breaking them, I'm going to make you real ones. And my dad was a master craftsman, and he made me wooden ones, painted them black, and had real fucking, I don't know, steel or whatever connects them. I'm not inclined to make things. I'm not built that way. I'm a creative mind thought, not a craftsman. Jesus was a carpenter. I am not. Anyway, so I would play with them, and it would hurt when I hit my body with them. And I brought it to school one day, and then it got removed. They removed them from me. I no longer have them. Earthbound on Super Nintendo. That's cool. I don't know if I've ever played that. I think I remember the cover. One of the OG's RPGs. Okay, that's cool. I get the feel we'd be really good friends in real life, John. Well, thank you so much. We probably would. Angela, yes, I'm really a female. Yep, these are actually from my balls, and I paste them on individually every day for the live stream. I went 3.5 hours yesterday. 3.5 hours. You think I could last 3.5 hours on a live stream with pubes from a female genitalia on my face? There's no way. I'd suffocate. Daniel Ray, hi. How goes it? How have you been? It's been a while. You don't really have to hold the mic like that. Yeah, I know. I like it. I feel comfortable that way. There's a lot of things I don't have to do that I choose to do. Like I don't have to wear prop headphones that aren't plugged into anything. I don't have to do that. I don't have to wear a headband. I could just wear a hat. I could get a real job. I could be active with my life. I'm just not. I choose. I make the choices. It's free will, like I said. I actually grew up in an intense repulsiveness to games at get-go. I don't know what get-go is, but I'm guessing that's like a GameStop. Every day ran out here shine, played soccer on the field. Oh, that's cool. Got Nintendo, half the friends went inside to play Punch Out Mike Tyson. I remember that game. I love that game. Punch Out Mike Tyson's, yeah. And you were like, you had to fight the really tall guy and the wimpy guy. Fucking great. Mr. Game, YouTube, hello. Where are you from? I am from Wisconsin, the dairy state, the most unattractive of the nasally of the accents. Make a Discord call. Hot coca man. I'm not sure what that means. I'm familiar with the term Discord. I don't have a Discord. I don't think anybody, if I did, would appreciate that or utilize the Discord. I'm always open to everything and closed to nothing unless it's leaving the house. I'm closed to that because I don't like leaving the house often. If you haven't, please give a thumbs up. It is free. It is my currency. Like, subscribe, all that shit. Tell your exes about me. Anybody you like or anybody you dislike. Just depends on what flow and flavor I am to you. Hello, where am I from? Oh, I'm back. Magnetic, welcome back. Remember you? Yeah, I remember you from like 10 minutes ago. I said hi, it's been a while. Welcome back. Costa Vida is my favorite in Arizona. I don't know what Costa Vida is, but I like saying it. Oh, God, here's more racism for Lamar Jackson. Poor Lamar Jackson. I wish I had his phone number. I'd be like, dude, do you understand what these fucking idiots are doing? I don't know. I didn't Google the term. I just put it together that it's a racist thing. And I don't even think he's that dark compared to most athletes. Like, and I don't mean that in a racist way. You guys are the ones being racist by, like, covering your camera for Lamar Jackson. Anyway, he's going to win Super Bowl MVP, probably wins MVP. He's probably going to do what Shea Gilgeous-Alexander did in the NFL, but he did for the NBA. I'm guessing it. Make a Discord call. Can you unravel that for me, please? Can you unpack that so I understand that? I would say in terms that I would understand, but you don't know me, so how about terms like a 12-year-old would understand? Actually, that's wrong because a 12-year-old probably understands what you're talking about. I don't know. Beard rubbing, ASMR, OnlyFans. Cece, I'm on OnlyFans. I have no fans on OnlyFans. Please be my fan. It's all NuttyButter111. If you look up OnlyFans NuttyButter111, you'll see me. You'll see this face. I might be wearing a wig. I might be holding the sign. Oh, it's way over there. I don't want to get it up. But it will work for followers. And what do you think I'm doing right now? I'm working for followers. That's my currency. I don't get paid at all. This is what I need from you guys. I need you to please like and subscribe. I'm glad my girl doesn't watch that shit. I'm glad too. I think we're talking about, fuck, I'm so behind on the chat. My bad. That's why people leave, is because they think I'm not honoring their words. I get that. I understand that. That's just my pace of it. I got to hurry it up. I understand. Yeah, Love Island is, what a shit trap that is. It's not an option, but The Last of Us and the Uncharted series. Oh, we're talking about video games. I don't know what those are. They sound familiar. I live from Wisconsin. The dairy state. Well, I gotta go now. Watch me cook. I'm sorry. Watch me cook. Send me a message or comments on anything if you're still here. I'll gladly check out your status with your videos and your YouTube channel if you'd like me to. If you don't want me to, that's fine. I get it. But I'm here to help. I do it for free. I do it for you guys. Happy to help where I can. I live and die by this code. I haven't died yet that I'm aware of, but I live and die by it. If you have the ability to help somebody in need, you have the responsibility to do so. What I mean is, if somebody asks you for help and you can help them, you should help them. And that's where I lose all the people watching. Oh, we don't want inspiration. We don't want good stuff. We want to hear about your terrible life. I get it. YouTube doesn't like sex. Also, YouTube teaches about BDS rope tying. Yes, I agree. I totally agree, Creator Games. It's rough. It's miserable for me. Like, if I had a six-pack abs and a waxed stomach, I could show my chest. But because it's hairy and flubby, like I'm chubby, spoiler alert if you didn't know this, they shadow ban my shit where I show chest hair. It's a true story. But if I look like fucking Ryan Reynolds, like that's embraced, and that's like the algorithm's like, oh, we like that. That's sexy. That's what America likes. Well, fuck off. Zachary! Ladies and gentlemen, go to the stage is Zachary, the Zactastic man. I doubt you're even here still, but there's your shout out. If you rewatch it like nobody does, you will relish in the fact that I screamed out your name in glee. Free R. Kelly. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think he was probably where he belongs. His music, though, the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Gotta roll with that body. Great lyricist, right? Just what a poet. Can you grab the camera? Where are these people? Where are you learning this shit? It's so bad. I could be wrong. That could be like a praise, like prayer hand thing, and I could be totally wrong. Just in my little silly nutty brain, that feels a lot like racism, and I'm not about that. Sadie, hi. I think you've been on, Sadie. What is happening? How do you feel? What is your favorite video game console of all time? That's what we're discussing today, but we can literally talk about anything. We can play games. I have Guess in 10 around town, Guess in 10 animals, where you have to guess things in 10 clues. I have Would You Rather. We've just been we've been chatting, so I haven't played any games yet. What is happening, Patrick? It's been a while. Of course I remember you. What's happening? Sadie, again, hello. Patrick, hello. I'm behind. Let's go in super turbo mode, shall we? Dominic's Games. Hi, what's your favorite video game console? Jost, yes, how's it going? Ever give a thought to the word donut? I love the word donut. It's fun to say. There's no nutritional value. I like it with pink frosting and sprinkles. Patrick, hello. Jost, did you get my comment? I commented on your stuff. No, just kidding. Or did I? Or was it Amari's? Either way, I had an idea for one of you. Hope that hit home. Otherwise, you can dismiss it. It's fine. The difference between an orphan and an apple. Oh, that's fun. Daz, okay. Well, at least he didn't tell me to cover my camera for Lamar Jackson. Poor Lamar Jackson. I hope he's watching. I'm sticking up for you, Lamar. If you are watching Lamar Jackson, tell your friends about me. You know what? Have them be uncomfortable for a while and have them watch my shit. Hi, did you see your new video? Yeah, your new video. Yeah, I think I commented on it, Amari. I think I did. I think I had a recommendation for you. If you want it, if you don't. It's just an idea. And if you can't make the image on your own, I suggest ChatGPT. There's a free version you can download. Have something where it's a leprechaun with a rainbow pot of gold at the end. Subscribe to me for good luck. That is my advice to you. You put some like trendy bullshit TikTok music song behind it. I think you'll be quite pleasantly surprised with the outcome. I can't do that because I have to stay true to myself, and that would be not my branding. That's not what I do. I create one piece of new comedic art every day for you lovely people for free. Cal, Langover, hello. What's your favorite video game console? That is the question of the day. Oh shit, I'm almost caught up. Daz. Okay, we're gonna go with more racism. That's great. New one. Grab the camera. Fuck, where do you guys come from? Like fucking A. Dude, Donut actually says do nut idea. I like it. I like that one. I like that one a lot, Jost. Maybe. Yeah, I just released last night. I've got some in the pipeline, no pun intended, for the OF sketches. But I released one last night. Again, I have no fans on OnlyFans. I'm so grateful for the thumbs up, people. Thank you so much. That means so much. You have no idea. I feel like I just got a paycheck with the thumbs. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. You can unsubscribe later. It's free content. It's daily madness. I do one original sketch every single day, whether I'm in the mood for it or not. I thought I did, Amari. I commented on something on one of your videos. If we're talking about the same thing, you released 3 videos after the Pringles video, and I commented, here's what I would do. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shuba. If I'm saying that correctly, I hope so. I took a shot in the dark, which is all I can do. You do what you can with what you have. Welcome back, Kira. Oh, did we tell me your favorite gaming console? What's your favorite portable gaming console? I liked the Game Gear. The Game Gear, you guys are probably too young, but the Game Gear was totally revolutionary. It was 2 hands, and it was so much fun. You played Sonic the Hedgehog on like a bus or an airplane, anything you had. It was amazing. I loved it. Let's check the poll. Holy shit, we're a house divided except for Zelda. Fuck Zelda. Zelda was very difficult. There was a lot of hidden caves, mountains, things like that. Super Mario Brothers, classic, but second place. Roblox, what did I say in the beginning? I thought it was going to be Minecraft, and then I changed it to Roblox. Minecraft coming in third. very close, neck and neck here. My vote would have to be Super Mario Brothers. That's because I'm old and I grew up with it, right? Some things you can't help. Like you have to. It's like if you guys, anybody knows what Saturday Night Live is. What's your favorite cast of SNL? It's probably the one you grew up with, right? Your familiarity breeds contempt, right? That's a saying. That's a proverb. Like one in the hand is worth two in the bush. You have something in front of you, it's worth more than going out and getting it because it's guaranteed when it's in your hand. I love Roblox. I played Roblox. I've spent a lot of money on Roblox for my kid. Got a 14-year-old daughter. She used to play it all the time. She doesn't play it now. I don't think she plays anything anymore. Give me a sentence and I will translate it into Gen Z. Okay. I'm struggling to figure out Reddit. I'm struggling to figure out how to get more subscribers. I really dislike the show Love Island. That's a lot of beats. You can pick and choose. You can intertwine. You can do whatever you want. I was going to go with my insanity of trying to figure out OnlyFans, but if it's for the youth or translated via the youth, I will refrain from that. But I have secret disdain for Love Island. It's not such a secret. I am trying my best. I joined Reddit. I have one post. Everything's NuttyButter111. It's so complex to me because I have to do like these weird like fucking colons and shit. It's like the internet. Like I have to type in geek. And I just like, and no offense, I love nerds. I'm not one. I don't get it. Favorite film. I like Shawshank Redemption. I think that's a great film. Andy Dufresne. Volcano. My favorite film is a 90s film called Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater. Nobody watches it. Nobody gets it. Something that you might know would be, they're right behind me, coincidentally. High Fidelity. Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell. I do like silly comedies, and I really like 80s, 90s movies, too. Say Anything. There's just a gaggle of them. I love a lot. Zelda. I like Zelda, too. There's the Link one, too, the second one. Guy without a job gets obscure at a zoo and told little monkeys at the zoo his job to put the monkey suit, play the monkey for the visitors. Guy says, okay, puts on the suit. Okay, that's phase one. There's usually 3 phases with Jost and his jokes. I'm okay with that. Best movie ever. Best movie, like, of all time. Shawshank Redemption is, I think that's a great movie. Again, my favorites are going to dissipate and be different and unique from your favorites. I get that. I don't think the Academy Awards have gotten a movie right in several years, if not decades, personally. They go with whatever is the hot topic at the time. I don't like it at all. Feels very political, and I'm against that. How long to... wow. And Riz, so low I can't get subs, bruh. Yeah, it's hard. It's really difficult. I put in 3.5 hours of time yesterday on a live stream. 3.5 hours is massive for me. And I'm so grateful that I got 20 subscribers for that. But 3.5 hours for 20 subscribers is a lot of work, right? Like you have to put in the work. I haven't found a shortcut. You can buy subscribers, but if YouTube finds out you buy subscribers, they can ban you. They can shadow ban you, which means they don't tell you and they just don't put out your new content. It's a mess. My Reddit account is 16 years old. Oh, wow. That's great. Mine is less than 24 hours. NuttyButter111 just joined it yesterday. And then I had to tell ChatGPT, dude, I'm fried from the day. I've done everything I could. I got to push pause on this. Dual 1971. Okay. I'm 62, Gear Jammer. Okay. Well, if you have any advice for Reddit, I'm all ears. I joined Reddit because ChatGPT thought it was going to be one more thing that might be able to get out my word and my videos, my sketches, my daily content. And then also I have an OnlyFans just to push out the PG-13 rated comment. I always have to disclaimer it. I don't show my private parts. My nuts and bolts are not out there. I don't do that. I worked on a lot of kid shows in LA and I learned better. I don't put out my genitalia. Dude gets out in between the monkeys and the monkey suit, and visitors arrive. They throw peanuts at the monkey. Dude gets into it, plays a monkey too well, and gets all the peanuts. That's great. That reminds me of a movie called Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and the Beverly Hills Cop guy. It'll come to me eventually. What's his name? I'll get it later. That's how it goes with my brain. I like peanuts too, and I'm not a monkey. Gear Jammer, great. Hi again, Whammy Hammy 67. Moon's over my hammy. I remember from yesterday. Welcome back. Welcome back, yeah. What's your favorite video game console? That is the question of the day. I can translate anything into Gen Z. Feel free. Feel free. My disdain, my dislike for Love Island and for Reddit. I don't like that. There's a lot of trash, but some are good Reddit subs. That's great. I don't understand really the difference between a sub that is going to bring me back to OnlyFans and thought, but between a major and like a minor, we'll call it, but like a Substack Reddit thing, I don't understand the culture or the verbiage. What if I did what if I posted one of my videos and be like, what is the craziest thing you collect? Here's mine. And then it's a video of me collecting rejection letters, which is a sketch I've done and is out there. You can watch it for free. Would that become a Substack Reddit? I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I used to live in California for 35 years. That's great. I was there for 5 to 10, kind of like a prison sentence. But I learned a lot about the industry. I learned about filming, direction, celebrities, all that shit. I worked with a lot of people. I was very, I guess you could say, fortunate or unfortunate. Either way works. I had to learn the hardest lessons of my life. I had to manipulate coupons so I could afford to eat. I had to live out of my car for a while. All true stuff. It was the saddest. I grew up in, I would call it upper middle class, in an environment. Parents were very loving. Money wasn't scarce. And then I moved to LA and everything changed. It was so desolate. There was nobody there to help me. I knew nobody. It was sad, but I prevailed in the fact I survived for at least 5 years. Other monkeys jealous. Gets more peanuts. One big monkey attacks him. Dude runs away. Hop a fence. Lands next to a lion. Screams his ass off for help. Lion says, shut up. You'll get us both fired. Oh, I get it. I fucked up the punchline because I want. Yeah, you'll get us both fired. They're both pretending to be animals in order to get food. I love it. I love it. I love your commitment, Jost, because not only do you have to type this all out, but they come in three patterns, 3 pieces. So I mean, the utter commitment to it is so admirable. I'm in Oklahoma. Love it. Cool. Congratulations on your NBA title, the first of its kind. You beat my Indianapolis Pacers. It's such a bummer. I appreciate the hearts. I'm grateful for that. And all the emojis, the likes, the subscribes, the follows, all that wonderful shit. I really am grateful for that. Yeah, OKC beat the shit out of my Pacers. I can't believe it went 7 games, though. 7 games. 7, if anybody ever watched Friends. 7. I don't know anything about Reddit. I got no brain on Reddit. Yeah, I get you. I'm learning, and I learn slowly. I'm good at the creativity part. I'm bad at the the advertising part. It's difficult for me to say, look at me, world. Here's my shit. Do this. Like, I can say it. I can make sketches about it. But if YouTube, TikTok, and all the others do not push out my sketches, it fucking sucks. Why am I getting so many spam text messages today? This was from Charles Schwab, and it goes to 48 other people. Like, yeah, I think that's legitimately fucking Charles Schwab, you douchebag. It's like those assholes coming in here telling me to cover up the camera for Lamar Jackson. Like, are you doing the Charles Schwab spam text messages too? Unbelievable. Anyway, hello again, Hunter 20. Hunter 20's in the house. What's happening? Did you see the new videos? Oh, Omari, yeah, I believe I commented again. I believe I said, here's what I would do if I were you. Take it or leave it, but I think that's solid gold advice for somebody like you. If I thought I could get away with it in a clever tone or a clever meaning, I would totally do something like that, especially on TikTok, because that mindless self-indulgence, that piece of shit, unclever, canned laughter of threatening if you have bad luck if you don't subscribe, good luck if you do, praise the Lord, all that shit works on TikTok over most others, but it does work on all platforms. I would definitely do something like that if that makes sense, to get subscribers quickly. Huge W to Mr. Butter. Thank you so much. I am grateful. Couldn't have done it without you. We're at 20 today. That's like 4 hands. If hands were made out of thumbs, that is. I am so grateful. You have no idea. It really catapulted my whole day. I felt rejuvenated. I took 5 minutes to eat a pear slowly, because that's how I ate my pear. And then I filmed yesterday's sketch and released it on TikTok day. Yesterday was day 134 in a row. And it was about having to throw out meat after 3 years or more of time. I threw out meat. And that will be released tomorrow at probably 6:30 p.m. on YouTube. Today's YouTube video release at 6:30 p.m. is going to be, spoiler alert, headache, men versus women. So how women deal with a headache, how men deal with a headache. Spoiler alert, I want you to watch the video, but if you don't, women are much smarter than men when it comes to that. Can you cover the camera? No, I can, but I won't. How about that? Stream and with videos. Are we talking about Reddit, or are we just talking about it in general, generally speaking? Yeah, I love streaming. I love videos. I try to do it as in everything I do. I try to do it in as few takes as possible because it fucks with me. Kind of forces me to be the best I can in that particular moment. The issue for me is I have no friends and I have nobody that helps me with this. It's just me. Sometimes my lady helps film, and that's the extent of it, and she doesn't want to be on camera. Fine. So what I'm getting at is I have to play all the characters. So if I'm playing even 2 characters, I don't know how to edit. So I have to, if I'm playing a woman, I have to put on the wig, pause it, and then put on the man shit, pause it, put on the women shit, pause it. You know what I mean? So it takes time. I can't just go like one take wonder if I'm playing more than one character. It's really a mindfuck when I play like, I had one that was Cards Against Jelly Roll plays Cards Against Humanity. And that was like 5 different characters, including Jelly Roll. So every time I paused, I had to change into a completely different character, had a completely different voice, completely different look. Then I had to change back into Jelly Roll, different character, Jelly. You know what I mean? It's difficult, but that's the insanity in which I live in. That's how I reside. Summer vibes. Hello. What's your favorite gaming console? Do you game? If you don't game, what do you like to do to pass the time? I made a new video now. Amari, that's great. I'll check it out if you comment on something and remind me. Every time you comment, I respond. Whether it's negative, positive, or indifferent, I comment, I respond. You comment, I respond. Every time, it's guaranteed. If you email me, which only 4 people have, who's counting, I respond, guaranteed. I respond to everything. I don't know how I allocate my time in a way that I can do that, but I do that for you lovely people because I appreciate you. I would be nothing without you. Summer vibes, of course you can. You sound lovely. And I think I've talked to you before, maybe not. Summer vibes, if you're still here, I know I'm a little slow, but summer vibes. What's happening? How are you? What's your favorite pastry? Dude, I got a very funny joke, but it's like 10 comments. Hunter20, we do not like retracted messages. That could have been the key to Reddit. It could have been me unlocking the Reddit mystery with that message, and I'll just never know. Eaton Beaver. Okay. Great jammer. Okay. All this beaver talk makes me want to look at hairy vag. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the old soul in me. My father used to tell me to eat milk. Oh, he ate milk and bolts and sleep on the ground, get $2 pocket money. That's interesting. I might be reading that incorrectly, or it's worded uniquely where I don't know what it means. I think it means he was poor, be happy with what you have. If I'm unlocking dad humor, like basically be quiet and appreciate what you have, because I had nothing and I slept on nothing and I ate nothing, and you have something, so be grateful. I made more videos. I'm all right, get it, totally. Hunter20, you did it to me again, fucker. I mean, I just will never know what you said. I'll never know. I'll have no idea. And like I said, it could have been the key. It could have been who wins Fantasy Island or Love Island or whatever the fuck it's called. I wouldn't know anyway. You could say it was somebody and it might not have been, and I would never know. The grind at least utilities grows unique. Oh, the grind of least utilities grows unique. Oh, I like that. That reminds me of a word twister that I usually do. Unique New York, unique New York. You know you need unique New York. The grind of least utilities grows unique. I love it. I love proverbs and things that make you think, right? For stand-up comedy college, when I was fucking half a life ago, I was like 23 or something in Chicago, I had to write proverbs as jokes, and I remember a few of them. And he flunked me on the activity, but then he ended up stealing some of my jokes, which is so funny. He did ask permission before he stole them, so I guess that's not theft. But I did 10,000 pennies is, oh shit. A penny saved, okay. A penny saved is a penny earned is the proverb. And I said, a penny saved is still 10,000 short of a Republican. Or 10 billion, something. I fucked up the punchline. But it was a long time ago. And now I know that both sides, regardless of your political prowess and what side of the fence you're on, both sides are ridiculously wealthy as a whole, and both can suck it. I don't care, but I thought that was a clever joke. But the joke that really, that failed me on it was, I like my women like I like my coffee, ... without a condom. And he wrote F- on my paper, circled that joke, and he said, you are worth and so much more. You can do so much better than this. And then the next thing we did, he's like, do you mind if I steal that joke? And I don't remember the wording of it, but it was, you should not say we or I when you refer to yourself with a sports team. Like, if you say, wow, we lost the game yesterday, and you're referring to yourself as a Green Bay Packer. I made it funny. I don't remember it, but he asked if he could use it. And then, sure enough, I went and saw him, and he used my joke. And I felt like at the time he made my joke worse, but that's fine. Anyway, I digress. A little memory for you. Chores and honor for him. No trying to be freeloader. Yeah, I mean, you got to rise and grind, right? Small world. I'm originally from, wow, big words. I changed my username as a joke. Now I have to wait 2 weeks to change it back. Well, Eaton, you know what? Maybe it's fate. Maybe it's kismet. Maybe it's bigger than you or I that you keep it the way it is right now. Maybe it's good luck, you know? By the way, I am annoying. By the way, yeah, okay, I read it how do some dad jokes, please. I'm dying. Oh, okay. Bremen, are you okay? Are you just like dying, like laughing? I don't know. I think that's do I call somebody? Do I let somebody know? Yeah, I think that's as dad jokey as you can get, right? Like I wrote, I like my women like I like my coffee without a condom. I still stand by that joke. I think, you know, when I'm on the late show or the late night show or whatever, when I get to where I know I belong, I will do that joke on primetime TV, and I will say that to Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel or whatever Jimmy's fucking hosting. And I'll be like, I still stand by that joke. I think it's great. That is a dad joke. We got 53 votes, 22 thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you're still on, please subscribe, please like, please thumbs up. Can you eat a whole box of Nutty Butters in one sitting? Oh, that's an interesting question. The answer is no, I cannot. I could eat a whole bag of like frosted circus cookies that have sprinkles, especially the pink ones. That hurts my teeth after, but it's a lovely pain. I like it very much. But the Nutty Butters are very... I didn't even take my name from the Nutty Butter, like, food. I realized that, like, well into this process. I'm like, oh, shit. I don't dislike Nutty Butters, but it's far from my favorite or my top 10. But it's so, like, I don't want to say chunky. It's so, like, chalky, right? Like, the peanut butter is so powdery that it gets caught, and it's, like, it's very difficult to digest and enjoy. You have to drink it with a lot of milk. Right? You have to drink it with like some sort of juice or water, milk. And so no, I could probably do like 4 of them, and that would be it. But I can eat like an entire sheet cake. That's it. But I don't eat as much as I used to. But I do have a sweet tooth. I have however many teeth are in my mouth right now. That's how many sweet teeth I have, because I have a lot. I even asked my lady who's going to Costco. I'm like, hey, if they're giving out free sheet cake today, or if it's under $30, please, let's get some sheet cake. And she's like, you're going to just complain about it later and say, why'd you get the sheet cake? You ate too much and now you're depressed. And I'm like, you don't know me. And she does. And that's totally true. I would eat too much of it. He was jealous of my joke. And then he asked to take one of my jokes. It's fine. I'm 12 and I heard everything. Okay. We had a math teacher that was into other same-sex people, rather known in high school. Someday we got our test back. Teacher puts an a kiss on it. My best friend, cool guy, laughed his ass off while the whole school, told the whole school. Okay, I fucked that up. See, I read what I want to read. That's why I was not good at being a strategic method actor, right? I couldn't be like a disciplined, like I couldn't be on Broadway because I read the words and I think in my creative brain how I would improve it, what I would say. I try to honor those words, but it's very difficult for me to cite lines verbatim. That means like exactly how they're written, because I think of clever ways and what this character, if I'm inside the brain of a character, what they would say instead of what is written. Anyway, Jimmy Fallon kind of sucks. Yeah, I think he's too nice. I think he's too like popcorn, right? Or bubblegum, however you want to say it. I think take a chance and say something that's not popular. Like risk it for the biscuit, right? Like you can be entertaining, you can be enduring, you can be caring, you can be a nice person, but take a stance on somebody and don't just throw them softballs all the time. I need pry to someone. Yeah, pry. Kira, pry away. Yeah, confide, whatever you need. I like them Star Crispy things. Oh, I know, Little Debbie. Those are bomb. I haven't had one of those in a very long time. They're caramel and crackly. Hi, Kira. Hello. I know it's dumb, but it's funny. Can you do a prank call? I just have the one phone down here. I have a Mac and a tablet that I never use. So I wouldn't call it from this phone that we're on right now. I'd call it from my second phone. And I would call Walgreens because they've literally sent me 3 notifications during this 1 hour live stream, and it's so bothersome to me. I just picked up my 2 pills. They last 90 days each. What would I need from Walgreens? Short answer is I need nothing from Walgreens for 90 days. Leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? And then the spam messages I got one from fucking Charles Schwab. I don't even have a Charles Schwab account. Charles Schwab. Anyway, but yeah, I would if I had the second phone down here. I would prank call Walgreens and say, get a life. I've moved on. You should consider dating other people. Same with the Conan guy. Oh, I think I met Conan. I like Conan. Conan was very sincere, and he would take small risks. I liked Conan a lot. But if you don't like him, that's fine. He doesn't have a show. He has a podcast now. But he did win the Mark Twain Comedy Award recently. Same with the Conan. Okay. He laughs too loud at everything. You kind of do to have to keep it moving, and I've learned that with live streaming. You have to keep the show rolling. Otherwise, it falls, halts, and nobody is entertained. So you kind of have to laugh even if it's not funny sometimes. It's unbearable, but it's realistic. Little Debbie tastes worse than it used to. You know, Eden, I agree with you. I believe the portions are smaller too. You're welcome. I hope I didn't offend you. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you every day. Conan Ryan. I miss Norm Macdonald too. Norm Macdonald. I really miss Bob Saget too. I mean, there's a lot of people I miss that I don't want to be morbid and say I wish somebody else would have gone. But I think it. I'm like, man, wouldn't the world be a better place without XYZ, right? Like, couldn't we deal with less of him or her? And then you lose somebody that you care about that I didn't think was totally commercial, plastic, fake, and stupid. Anyway. Yeah, I really dislike David Spade. We'll just say his name. I'll say his name. I would have much rather lost David Spade. And that might get me shadow banned secretly by the society of whoever is on David Spade's side. Have you seen his latest stand-up comedy routine? It's atrocious. Absolute trash. It's like 52 minutes of crap. He's just like, his whole shtick. I'll do David Spade in like 2 seconds here. Like, I won't do his voice because I can't sound like a little raccoon. But his whole shtick is, well, I bought something really expensive. How will I pay for it? That's my credit card crying. I got to call my manager and see if I can get more gigs to pay me. Like, that's his whole fucking hour comedy. It sucks. Anyway, if you know David Spade, if you're related, David Spade, if you're watching, why you? Give it up, man. How much money do you need? Just let it go. Move on. Let somebody new in. Let somebody new in the circle. Anyway. I'm doing 10 comment span jokes. I know. Jokes. I appreciate it. I do love it. Your commitment is great. He is smug. Yeah, I agree. I dislike him. I don't think he's said anything original in the last 20, 30 years. I think he's living and dying by Joe Dirt, which is only relevant around the 4th of July when rednecks jerk off to it. The nation needs George Carlin back. I agree. Yeah, I mean, he really kind of foreshadowed this whole thing, didn't he? All right, would you rather? Let's see if there's any of these. No, this one's kind of lame, but we can umbrella it. We can move off of it. We can go in our own direction. Would you rather date somebody that loves PDA? That's public display of affection for those that don't know that acronym. Would you rather date somebody that loves PDA? So they want to make out with your face in front of everybody, grope you, all that shit, touch you, or somebody that hates all form of affection in public. So somebody that won't even hold your hand. They're embarrassed. They don't want anybody looking at you or them. I've been with both sides of the coin. Somebody that could not keep their tongue out of my mouth. I know that's a gross picture and image. And then I've been with somebody that refuses to touch me affectionately in public at all. You know what? I think I'm of the age now that it would be okay if they didn't touch me at all. But I think for most of my life, I would have rather had the excessive PDA, knowing that they want me, knowing that they're attracted to me. But now I'm very comfortable within my own skin, with my own mind. I think I would definitely vote for somebody that hates all form of affection in public. It's not a grand slam for me, but it really doesn't matter to me anymore. There would be that excitement, I guess, of like... And now it'd be really gross because I've gained weight, I'm gray-haired, I'm much like older than I used to be. Nobody wants to see that, right? They want to see very attractive, sexy people do it. Anyway, the nation needs George Carlin. Yep. What do I think of Joe Rogan? I like Joe Rogan. I like Joe Rogan because I don't think he's easily swayed. I dislike the fact that he's over loyal to his comrades in the fact of putting them on the show. You can have that loyalty, but I don't need to see Tom Segura every other fucking week on your show. I can do Tom Segura's whole shtick too. Like I can do David Spade's stick. You're offering no nutritional value, right? You're offering nothing to the viewer. There's no substance to you. Like Tom Segura, and the worst one is the fucking what's his name that looks like he just got out of Auschwitz. And I don't mean that in a disrespect. He even says it himself. I forgot his name. He's like 1,000% Jewish. I'm 3.5% Jewish. But golly, he offers nothing. Like Shane Gillis offers something when he's on the show. You know what? I don't even think Bert Kreischer really offers anything when he's on the show anymore. Bert Kreischer, the whole thing about them is they're talking about, oh, it's poor me because, what's his wife's name? Bert Kreischer's wife? Fucking, it's like Camilla or something. Camilla just doesn't like me drinking anymore, so I quit drinking and I look really good now. I look really good and I work out 8 times a day. And then my kids, Georgia and Satellites, they're in college and they won't talk to me anymore. That's his whole shtick. And Tom Segura's like, yeah, so like my kids, they took a dump in like my coat and I got pissed and my kids are like, dude, you have a lot of money. Why don't you buy a new coat? And then I'm like, oh, God, he's fucking right. I should just buy a new coat. It's really not that big of a deal. I didn't even like this color of this coat anyway. And that's their whole thing. There are no layers. I hate onions. Onions are the one food in this world that just make me cringe, make me vomit a little in my mouth. But to refer it in reference to an onion, there's no layers. There's no onion peels to their comedy. Joe Rogan cares usually when he's interviewing somebody. So yeah, long story longer, which I lost the viewers in that rambling. I get it, but I did basically everybody's comedy in 20 seconds or less, which I'm fine. I like Joe Rogan. I don't like most of the people that are on his show. I'm sure he's heartbroken. Yeah, I mean, he should be. 2 fat friends meet up in a bar. It's not me. It wasn't one of them. Drink beers. One says doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm too fat. Next day he visits the doc. Says I have to lose weight, but I don't like sports. Do you have a pill? Okay, to be continued there because that's how we operate and there's no problem with that. Amen to that. Hey, you're back. Dismystic. I'm guessing on the name. Welcome back. Bert sucks too. I do not like Bert Kreischer anymore. I do, to be fair though, I thought Bert Kreischer's stand-up was better than Tom Segura's, if we're talking latest and greatest. I think the movie The Machine is one of the biggest piles of shit of all time. I think an elephant would be more entertainment when it takes a dump than Bert Kreischer's movie The Machine. I think Tom Segura's fucking Bad Thoughts or whatever it was called on Netflix, one of the worst episodics Netflix has ever put out. I get the fact he's passionate and he dislikes Garth Brooks and he likes the fucking, whatever the fucking ninja guy's name is. I forgot his name. I get that he dislikes it. I'm okay that he dislikes it. But there's no heart. Like, you can't just have 6 episodes of 20-minute long dick jokes and fart jokes. It doesn't work. There's no heart. There's no passion behind it. I try in like all my sketches to have some sort of passion, relatability. He just is like, I got money and I dislike these people, go fuck yourself. Steven Seagal is the guy I'm thinking about. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, if Tom Segura was here, I'd ask him the same thing. Why would you put out that shit? Like, you just did it to make yourself giggle inside. You didn't do it for anybody else. There was no... Ugh, it just bothers me. It bothers me, the entitlement of these people. And they came from nothing too, and they've totally forgot it. They've totally forgotten the struggle, the grind, what it is to get up, go against all grains to try to make something of nothing, and they've just let it go. They have no wherewithal at all. I get V's, I'm so healthy. That's great. Good for you. I'm the dude that reaches the Addis look like a sports hall. Address, yeah. Then I go on the door of the sports hall. The guy looks behind. Yeah, I think we're the best friends, sir. Okay, great. Easton, I'm down. I'm good. I don't have any friends right now, so you'd be like the first one. Sees this awesome chick in sportswear. She tells him, listen, I'm going to run into the sports hall. If you catch me, you can do whatever you want with me. Dude starts chasing her. He cannot catch her. He fails, or he falls. Either way, failure, falls, it's all good. Do we want one game of Phase 10? Should I get out of here? Do you want one more Would You Rather? It's entirely up to you. It's your show. Again, I haven't said it today, but YouTube is the canvas, right? It's the picture painting board, right? It's the bulletin board, the dry erase board. I am merely the brush, and you are the colors, whether it's dark and dreary, pastels, bright and shiny, bland, boring. whatever you want it to be. I'm everything and nothing all at once. Whatever you decide me to be, I will be that for you. That is my dedication to the show and the 5 people that says are watching. And how many of the 5 are pooping? I hope all of you. Everybody poops. You need to. Very beautiful. No, never age physically. Okay, this might be one. Some of these are great. Some of these suck. I could do better on my own. I should probably just do that. Would you rather never age physically, but be miserable? So you look great, but you feel like shit. All right? Would you rather look great and feel like shit, or age normally and be happy? So that, for me, that means no hair plugs, which I will never get a hair plug. Suck it, Joel McHale. Joel McHale, who publicly says he's had 4 hair transplants. Fuck that guy, too. Fuck Joe McHale. God damn, just, what is it? Are you just addicted to money? These people? Like, what is it? You just, like, you have to see each other on your television set? Like, I don't get it. Just hang it up. You've got enough. Just go back to Seattle and go fuck off. Joe McHale, I hope you watch this. But the question posed is, would you rather never age physically, but be miserable, or age normally and be happy? I'm happy within my own skin. Would I like to be the weight I was 10 years ago? Yes. Would I love to be the weight I was in high school when I was in soccer and I was running my ass off? Yes. But I have only so many hours a day, and I'm at the point right now where I'm literally giving this everything I have to make this rocket ship of chaos work and rocket off. So I choose that over the allocation of time of trying to get physically fit. And then this actually is in my wheelhouse, the way I look physically. Again, could I stand to lose 10 pounds? Absolutely. Would I love to? Yes, but I really love cake. So if I do at least 40 minutes of cardio a day, I call that a win. That is kind of the target right now. That is the goal. Okay, girl tells him, we will do this until you catch me. Dude excited about the training meets up in a bar with his friend, tells him what happened, and he lost 4 pounds. Other dude says, where is this doc? I think he meant, where is this chick? So I think they're secretly losing weight in hopes of getting laid, but it's working for them losing weight. So I applaud that effort, and that sounds like something I would do. Aging normally isn't too bad so far. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much, Ethan. But I'm very aware and very alert of who I am and what I look like, and I would put it under needs work, but thank you. Like I said, I have the ability to do that. I have the determination to do that. I just prioritize trying to get this brand off the ground first, like NuttyButter111. I want to be in a spot where I feel the videos, the sketches every single day can breathe in the ether, right? And I don't need to spoon feed YouTube, TikTok, and all the others daily, twice a day, and massage them and blow into their ego ears. I believe that there should be a world that exists where if I make a great sketch, it should be put out there, and it shouldn't be restricted by an algorithm. And until that day comes, which might not ever come, I'm going to choose my work and my pride over my creativity, over my physical appearance, which might not be a good move for me, but it's the best I can do, and it's what is in my heart that is right. Other dude says, I'll visit your doc tomorrow. He visits the doc, says, I gotta lose weight, man, but I don't like sports. Do you have a pill? Do you have a pill? Can I feel happy? Can I feel thin with a pill? Doc says, no. I'll give you the address of a trainer. Full circle, we got it. So dude 2, right? You don't need a pill. You just need an attractive woman with empty promises. That's all you need in life. You need to chase something that's bigger than your goals, right? You need to chase it. You get caught up in the result. You get caught up in fucking this imaginary trainer when you should be fixated on the enjoyment of chasing her. That is a euphemism, metaphor, whatever word you want to use. I don't know what any of them mean for what I'm going through right now. I need to enjoy the grind. I need to enjoy the 26 likes that you've given me, and I am. I'm grateful. Yeah, I need to fucking really cherish all the subscribes I've got. And I do. And I am. And by the way, immediate start, general labor / cleaning, first shift, $18 an hour. It is National Spam Me text message day. I swear, in the 73 and a half minutes we've been live, I've gotten like 23 fucking spams from Charles Schwab, from the Labor Association Society of some sort, from Walgreens. Leave me the fuck alone. There's 1 or 2 of these days in a week where they're like please buy your warranty, your car warranty, like just bullshit stuff, man. I don't know how this happens. It's not even the phone and the phone number that is riddled on the internet, tattooed in the brains of YouTube. It is a different phone number, and I'm getting them like nonstop. Are you guys getting fucking the debt collector stuff that I get the phone calls is warranted, and I understand that because I have a lot of debt. That I kind of get that. But these, leave me alone. Leave me alone. These are the poor, terrible decisions I'm making with my life. This is it. This is Custard's. This is Nutty's last stand right here. This right here. This doesn't work out, I'm dead. Like, I got nothing. This is it. This is my last chance at making it. This is what I'm meant to do. I just believe it. I believe it. I believe it without any doubts. I just need something to happen with it. Anyway, grab the camera. Fuck off. Man, again, and then I said the spam messages, a day of spam messages, and then I get another Lamar Jackson thing. I got to look that up because I might be a big fucking asshole if it's not what I think it means, and I think it means racism, and I'm not into that. I'm not into that right now. Forever. Dude 2 arrives at the sports hall, opens the door, slams it shut. He looks back, expecting to see the sports chick. He then nuts the sports chick, but his huge, oh boy, again, we're going to be anti-racism today, so I'm not even going to read the racist shit. Unbelievable. I know we're all a little racist at times. Like if we're behind somebody in a car and we pass them and it happens to be an Asian person, then we're like, fuck, I knew I was an Asian person, right? Circumstantially, we're racist. I get it, but I don't need to do it in the chat. I'm not saying stop what you're doing. I'm just saying like it's kind of weird. But same with me. Like I embrace it with the red note or whatever the fuck the Chinese shit I do. I embrace it. I say I'm a fat American and I'm like I am America. That's what I say on red note because it's Chinese people. I embrace that racism on their end. Anyway, doesn't mean racism. Lamar Jackson is a famous person. Then what does it mean? Enlighten me, Mr. College. What does it mean when it says cover my camera for Lamar Jackson? If it's not racist, what does that mean? Because if you cover up a camera, it's all dark, right? What color is Lamar Jackson? I'm just saying, I would love to be educated on this. I don't know. I didn't Google it. It was on my list of things to look up, and I forgot. But I gave it some thought without the Google machine. And to me, it just sounded filthy and racist, and I'm like, I'm not participating. But please enlighten me. How long is it? How long is what? My finger? How long is my show? My show was 3.5 hours yesterday. 3.5 hours. That's the longest I've ever gone on YouTube for a live stream. It's not going to be that long today, spoiler alert. We had our hump. We had our climax. We might get rejuvenated again. I'm not sure. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. We're just talking about anything and anything. Please like, subscribe, tell your parents, all that shit if you want to. Hi, help. My sister pulled a Mr. Krabs and sold my soul for 25 cents. Pulled a Mr. Krabs. Is that an STD? Because I think if you get crabs, you can just shave your pubes. I'm being sincere and trying to be helpful here. I believe that might be what you're talking about. My sister pulled a Mr. Krabs. I think that means you got crabs and all you got to do is shave your pubes, which you should regularly. It's called the courtesy shave. Do it so your partner, whoever goes down on you, does not get pube floss. That's disgusting. Sold my soul for 25 cents. You should have asked for that and a Butterfinger. That's what I did years ago. It didn't work. My soul is no more, and I ate the Butterfinger, and it didn't really happen. What was my favorite childhood TV show? It depends on age. If you want to go like teenager, like Discovering Life, 90210 was big. When The Simpsons came out, that was huge. Beavis and Butthead was huge for me. High school was SNL. Like, I didn't really understand the humor, but I love the character work. Everything I've done in my past has led me to this point. And I don't mean that in a fortune cookie sense. I mean that in a real shit sense. Like, struggling as a stand-up comedian. It's helped me. I learned from it, right? Being an actor in LA and isolated and going to 5, 6, 7 auditions in a day, having to change clothes in a Ralph's, which is a grocery store parking lot. All that shit has made me like who I am today, and all those life experiences, being broke, having to manipulate coupons for Denny's to eat, like all that shit made me who I am today, and like I got all that information. It's going nowhere, but I have it. Anywho, Yeah, so what was your favorite childhood TV show? So again, it depends on where I was in my life and the age. Is SpongeBob a thing? I think SpongeBob is very much a thing. I've never seen an episode of SpongeBob, but that doesn't mean I would be opposed to seeing it. Just means I'm not educated on it. What is the best movie series of all time? I'm a Jason Bourne guy. If I had to put myself into an umbrella of genres of movies, it would 100% be romantic comedies. I like to laugh. I like a love story. I like to feel good at the end where the underdog achieves success, gets his goal, achievement, things like that. I like a killer 80s, 90s soundtrack to go along with that. But I think if you're talking about like a trilogy or something greater than that, I'd have to say the Bourne series. I love all of them. I could pick them up at any point. Even the weird one that didn't include Ben Affleck or Matt Damon, I think that one was okay. Yeah, that would be my favorite. It was like Ocean's 11, and then shit got really weird. Ghostbusters, same thing. I mean, shit gets weird. Like, there's cash grabs, there's poor scripts, there's like actors that aren't in it. There's just a variety of different things that can throw off a movie. It's a SpongeBob thing. Okay. What's yours? What's your favorite? You excited for GTA 6? I have only played one, and I played Vice City, and then it was like, what did I do? I think I tried, it was Jetpack, and like, I think I slapped a prostitute, and then that was it. And then I was just like, I don't understand what I'm doing anymore. You can be excited for it. Be excited for it. Absolutely be excited for it. It's just not for me. I don't have the time to allocate to play these things anymore. I get excited for John Madden football every year, even though it doesn't really change ever. And I just waste $100 and play it once a week to play one game, and I don't do any of the activities that they want you to play. But I still pay for them. I don't know why. It's a thing I do. What I really love is NFL season ticket. I'm not sponsored by it. We can do that's the not sponsored section. Hey, it all comes together, doesn't it? Today's NuttyButter111 non-sponsored sponsorship is NFL season ticket, where you can watch all your games on any device in any room of your house, and Jason Kelsey will personally knock on your door and give you a blowjob. NFL season ticket. Thank you so much for not sponsoring today's broadcast. Again, not sponsored by NFL season ticket. There it is. We got that out of the way. Thank goodness. It will be delayed again. I heard it was going to be delayed. That's a bummer for you guys. Murder mystery series. I like a good murder mystery series. I like the game, not the game. I like the movie Clue with Tim Curry, who is also in one of my favorite movies. I don't know if you can see it. Back by the jail is Rocky Horror Picture Show. One of my favorite. Tim Curry was a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. He was, and I didn't even really put that together. I just loved it. I love the music. I love Meatloaf, rest in peace. And I was coming of age. I was like 17, 18. It found me. I don't even think I found it. I think it found me. And I'm like, wow, this is possible in a movie. And it just really changed my mind on a lot of things. And I'm like, oh, how cool. And then when I moved to Hollywood and I would go to West Hollywood and I would see men dressed as women, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? And then I thought of Rocky Horror Picture Show and be like, oh my God, when in high school, this was so cool. Like, can they sing or something? Like, make it better for me? Anyway, times have changed. I've changed for sure. Skyrim better. I don't know what that means, but let's do it. I subbed, but I need to know, would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? Oh my God, you guys are killing me. No name, I didn't even see it coming. Thanks for the sub. If you haven't, like, subscribe. Fuck me. Wow. Oh boy, a tree grow. God damn. Now you got me. I get got. I'm wrong a lot. I was wrong for reading that out loud. There's something weird. There's something rank in the air today. Everybody's pushing the cultural buttons, and it's not even me. It's not even me. I'm not even trying. I'm not volunteering it. It's fucking. That was well done though. Yeah, I think that after I said it and got it right away, I thought of like Theo Von, and I don't know why I thought of Theo Von, but I think Theo Von would appreciate something like that. Overweight guy number 2. They're just tell me that they're gonna get healthy, Joes. They're getting healthy, but they're not gonna get laid. So in the end, there is a silver lining. It's just not the silver lining in which they hoped. They don't bang the trainer, but they get healthy, and they do not require pills. But yes, we're all chasing something, aren't we? We're either chasing something or we're running away from something. One of the two or both, but then your body would peel in half, wouldn't it? Are we running towards something or are we running away from something? the 3 in chat. What are we doing? I would say for the first time in a long time, I'm running towards something. I'm not running away from anything. I'm running toward the belief that I'm doing the right things. I'm being a good person. And one day I will achieve where I know I belong and what I deserve. I don't want anything more than what I deserve. I don't want anything less than what I deserve. But right now I'm certainly not getting what I deserve. And I know that day will come. That's just me right now. That was the punchline. Fuck. All right, I'll revisit that. Theo Von is the best comedian in my opinion. 120. I like him as far as a podcast is concerned. He does drop some nuggets of wisdom. He does have a heart, it seems, and he's silly enough that it pays off and it's entertaining. So I will give him that. He's definitely blossomed. Some of his stand-up has been very curious. He had a bit on a stand-up special I saw a couple of years ago about, like, I think it was Mississippi, and he was so right, but he was just saying how he hopes that everybody in that state dies. It was really dark. And I'm just like, wow, that went crazy. Like, it was like 20 minutes of safe. I'm with you. I believe what you're saying. And then it went bananas. And then he had another stand-up special that had a similar lining. But yes, to answer that, I appreciate what he's about and what he does. And one of my favorite YouTube clips of all time is where it shows him as a like Christian singing in a church group. It's fabricated. It's AI driven and created, but I love it so much. And he's like, yeah, when I was in the Imperials, man. And it's just amazing. And it shows him as a kid where he's like, praise Jesus, the demons have left your spirit, your body. Like, it's just hilarious shit. I wish that was really him. I want to believe, because I want to believe it's possible. I want to believe in something. It's just not true, but I want it. Okay. I appreciate the hearts, appreciate the likes. Thanks for the thumbs, guys. I'm so grateful. Thanks for the subscribers. I really appreciate that. Wish I could see who newly subscribed, because I would shot you out. However the phrasing goes. I wish I knew how to collect that information or just see it temporarily. Be like, oh, Jackson108 has subscribed. Be like, oh, thank you, here's the Jackson108. I just don't know how to do that. I don't have that aptitude. Overweight Guy 2 returns to the doc. It says, why did my friend get a sport chick and I this big guy that ravaged me? Doc says, difference between private healthcare insurance and Medicare. It paid off. Well done. Yeah. Can somebody explain this Lamar Jackson thing? Because if it's not racism, I want to know what ism it is. Tomorrow is the day I'm moving to Mexico. Well, Kira, that's great. I hope that works out for you. I hope it's an easy transitional move. I'm a man that has moved across the country several times. I haven't moved, I think since I've turned 18, this is the shortest amount of moves I've done in the last 3 years. Like, if you take a 3-year span of my life, I don't know if I've ever stayed put for longer than 3 years before until now. I've been in the same residence for like 3 years. It's amazing. It's not racist. Okay, Nolan, enlighten me, please. I'm not angry. I'm not defensive. I just, Nolan, please tell me what it is. What's it about? I want to know. Like, I'm genuinely asking the question. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just want to know. Because if I'm a jerk about it and I think it's racist because I don't know, like, inform me. Maybe it's cool. Maybe that's something that, like, in a different language, maybe in ASL, sign language, it means go number 8, he will win the Super Bowl. I don't know. They will make a video of Lamar Jackson. Well, how many videos of Lamar Jackson do there need to be? Because I've been asked to do that at least 22 times over the last 2 days. How many Lamar Jackson videos do we need? I think there are several. I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson. I don't like the Ravens, but I do think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I think Lamar Jackson wins the MVP. I sadly think Derrick Henry goes out for the duration of the season, and then Mark Andrews either gets released or has an injury. And I think Isaiah Likely is going to be a fucking tight end number 1. And I believe Zay Flowers is going to be a wide receiver number 1 too. He has got nobody else to throw to but those 2 people. I hope Derrick Henry does not go down. I don't wish him ill will. I like Derrick Henry. I just think he's 31 years old now. If I'm not mistaken, he could be 32. I think he has a shortened season. I think Mark Andrews is toast. I think something's got to him mentally. I think he's blocked. Just like that kicker who they had. Who's that kicker? I forgot his name. I see him in my head. He had the Deshaun Watson syndrome, where he felt like he needed to get rubbed and tugged every time he got a fucking massage. It kills careers if you get caught. Kills careers if you get caught. Feng shui. It almost is alliteration, but not quite. No one will give you a reason to stay. no one will give me a reason to stay, then you should go. If nobody, but you shouldn't need a reason to stay. If you genuinely want to stay, you've already committed to going, so you should go. That is your direction. That is now your new path. You should honor that, but you should never have to rely on others for a reason to do something or not do something. You should do it for yourself, within oneself. If you put your hands in the camera, I'll subscribe to you. Nolan, 27. There you go. I'll do it for a subscriber, for sure. Will work for followers. Where's my cardboard sign? It's on the floor. It's very difficult to show in front of this camera. But yeah, you can search it up. I will. I for sure will. I will do it out of necessity today because it feels like it's just a black joke. I'll be real. I do like Lamar Jackson, though. In the Netherlands, we just live together. I've never seen color, white or black, all my life. USA got that a bit too shaky, I think. Yeah, I mean, the line is very skewed. It's very dissipated. It's very extended. I've traveled the world, and I gotta say, the most, and in my opinion at least, the most fucked up we are toward people that are unfamiliar to us, I feel. So wacky how we treat it and look at it and then divide between. Where if I went to China right now, where some of my videos do quite well in Chinese because of fat American, I'm okay, I embrace that. They would want to take photos with me. They would want to talk to me. Some would want to drink with me and feed me. And I would say that's great because I don't look like them and they don't understand me and they want to get to know it, right? We're the opposite here. If we don't look and sound like one another as a society, we oppose and we push away. I think that's the wrong thing to do because we were a country that was built off of immigrants and people. I'm not even being political. I'm being humanitarian. Big difference. Anyway, regardless, Derrick Henry is a menace. He is, and I hope he stays healthy. But I foreshadow in my scorpion wisdom and my ability to read the spirits and all that bullshit. I believe he gets injured this year. I believe he's out. He might come back in the playoffs, but I think he misses a substantial amount of games, at least 6. That's my crystal ball. And I think Mark Andrews either gets released or gets out, maybe an ACL tear. Again, I don't wish ill will on anybody. It's just how I see it. I see Isaiah Likely really rising to the top there, and Zay Flowers doing wondrous things there. But yeah, I like Derrick Henry. I don't have a problem with him. I like Jerome Bettis, and I didn't like the Steelers, right? I like the nickname The Bus. I think that's great. I think that's fantastic. Wow, we are really neck and neck with the voting here. We've got a new front runner, a remaining from Roblox. 34% of the vote. Math is tough. 65 divided by 34% is a lot of votes. I don't even know. A third, which would be what? 26, I'm guessing. I have no fucking clue. If you want to math for me, feel free. I would put the over-under at 26 votes total. Don't know if that's right or not. Second place, Super Mario Brothers, but it is close. Minecraft could come up. That's 25% of the votes. Easier math. Still not going to do it. And Zelda has no hope. Zelda is hopeless. Unless I go for another 3.5 hours today, which is doubtful. I can't believe how long I'm doing it, but I love it. I love having an audience. I love having you guys participate. It means a lot to me. I'm so grateful for the thumbs up. You have no idea. The subscribers, it means so much to me. It is my currency. I don't make a nickel off the show. Hello, the Geek Grew. What's your favorite Greek food to eat? Is it baklava? I love a good baklava. And if it is baklava, do you like the rectangular square shapes or do you like the diamond triangle-y shapes? I like both. I think baklava is the OG, and the Dubai chocolate shit at Costco should not be a thing, ever. I think that is a poor attempt at a sweet treat. I dislike it. I don't want it. Sam, I am. I do like baklava. I like Greek food a lot. I like pinto beans when they're squashed up. I like when there's red pepper on top of it. I like hummus a lot. I don't even know if that's Greek. It feels Greek to me, which is a saying. And then I really like lamb. I like the lamb off the skewers. I think there's something romantic about skewering meat. I love skewers of meat as it is too, where you just don't need anything. You just eat it off a stick. Except for corn dogs. I know corn dogs, that's their whole thing. That's their genetic makeup. But I don't like corn dogs. I love hot dogs though. I'm very nutty. Are you going to live tomorrow? Hunter, that is the goal, God willing, to go live every single day. I'm finding out that there's more hope and optimism in the world in the mornings. So if I wasn't busy trying to negotiate with a Fiverr person about editing a video, I would have been on about an hour earlier. And then trying to feud about OnlyFans. Long story. It's been a busy morning for me. But yes, I try to go on. I think the goal I'm going to set forth. It used to be 3 p.m., but that time zone fucking sucks for me now. So I'm going to try my damnedest to get on at 9:30 a.m., no later than 10 a.m. I am consistently inconsistent. You've been warned. That is Central Standard Time because I am in the Midwest. I'm in the state of Wisconsin. I can do math. I can't math in general, but I can do time zone math because I've traveled a great deal in my life. So we'll say 9:30 a.m. is the goal, which would put you at 8:30 a.m. in Mountain Time, would put you in 7:30 a.m. West Coast time if you were in, say, Sierra Nevada, if you were in Las Vegas, if you were in Los Angeles, if you were in La Hacienda, California, if you were in Boston, Massachusetts, that would be 10:30 a.m. If you were in New York, or Cooperstown, New York, it would still be 10:30 a.m. If you were in Lincoln, Nebraska, it would be 9:30 a.m. So much math, so much time zone. Am I correct? Am I incorrect? Who knows? It's nutty. I'm wacky. I'm wackadoo. Okay, but yeah, the answer 120 is yes, more than likely. We can play games. We can do whatever you want. Again, you are the paint. I am merely the brush, and YouTube is the canvas. I really do have a fucking... I haven't had baklava in years, though. I did try... my lady brought home from Costco the fucking devastating Dubai chocolate piece of shit. That sucks, man. I don't know why that went viral. Somebody pumped a lot of money into that machine to make it go viral. I find it quite disappointing. I'm not a fan of it all. I wanted there to be peanut butter the way it was set up, and it was just pistachio, and it was very little pistachio. It's like, if I want that, I'll just get, I'll get a cannoli. I mean, every fucking society kind of has a variation of the pistachio and what they do with it. I love cannolis. I think one side should be pistachio, and then the other side should be chocolate chips. One side sweet, other side savory. I'm down with that. Why not? I do have a sweet tooth. Yeah, it's really my downfall. I can eat like a fucking weight trainer ninja, and then when I see baked goods, especially marble cake with buttercream frosting that's pink and has sprinkles and shit on it, I'm a kid. I'm the fat kid licking the bowl again. I can't contain myself. I can't have it in the house. If it's in the house, then I'll eat it all. Yesterday was a malt. I had cookie dough and Reese's Pieces in it. I haven't had a malt in years, but it was great. And it's just like, I just have the sweet tooth. Otherwise, that's clean eating. Like, I like tuna, fucking jasmine rice, fucking avocado. Try to have an avocado day. Anyway, I digress. Indonesian meat, wooden skewer. Yeah, I would love to try that. I just don't roll with onions. There's so many foods made with onions. NFO, no fucking onions for me. We're at 30 thumbs up. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'm up in New England. Yeah, 120. I think I remember you saying that. I love New England. I love the chowdas. I love the food. I love the people. I just don't like the actors, which I believe I've said before. I don't like Mark Wahlberg. I don't like how that's their identity. Where you're from should be a part of you, but not who you are. Does that make sense? Like, it's not... I wouldn't say, this is my friend and they're from Boston. This is my friend, they went to Notre Dame. I would just say, this is my friend. And when they did stupid shit, be like, oh, he's from Boston. You know what I mean? Like, if he went and fucking headbutted a referee at a sporting event, I'd be like, oh my gosh, well, he's Irish. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't just identify him as, oh, this is Frederick, my Irish friend, right? Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Anyway, how are you? Average model train. That's a lot. You got a lengthy name. I am C+, maybe B-, which is pretty fucking good. That's above. C's and D's get degrees. I stand by that. I'm in England. I love England. What's happening in England? Did you have blood sausage today? Or just baked beans? Have you had baked beans or blood sausage? Anything that starts with the letter B, have you had it today? Maybe you've eaten some bullshit. Maybe your parents have scolded you for something dumb. Maybe your girlfriend's on your case. There has to be, I'm fortune telling right now, you have to have consumed something that starts with a B. I feel it. I know it. Speaking of B's, second ex-wife, what a B. Anyway, and also B, NBA basketball. NBA draft is tonight. If anybody cares, let me know. If not, it's totally fine. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm excited. I hope everybody gets traded. I hope it's the most amount of trades in NBA history on a draft night. I hope things get crazy. I think things go off the rail. I can wish for that. I can hope for that. We'll see how it goes. 67 votes. Oh, boy. You tell them afterwards. And yes, you forgot from Boston, Iris, that you got a headhunter. A little warning if you expect it. God, I got to reread that. Feels like there's important information in there. I need my scroll, my key, my monocle. He is from Boston Iris. That's why you get headhunted. Oh, message retracted. I saw it though. Finally, I got to see a message that it wasn't retracted. Hey-oh, I'm happy for that. I feel like we should change it up. I mean, we're almost at 100 minutes. I don't know why. I just love you guys so much. Let's do a guess in 10. If you've never played, if you're watching this later, which 3 people do, I don't know why. I think they just do it to thumbs down, so it fucks with my thumb equation. But if you're watching this later and you're into this sort of thing, which I am definitely, it is Guess in 10, where I give a myriad, a bushel of clues. Maximum clues are 10. You want to guess this. This is Animal Edition. You want to guess this in as few clues as humanly possible. 10 is the max. If we get to 10, that means you suck. You don't know your animals. I still love you. There are no wrong answers except for the wrong answers, but it's free to guess. So here we go. I don't like beans. That's fair. But did you have any blood sausage? Did you have anything that starts with the letter B? Did you have Blue's Clues, blueberries, bocce balls? Anything that starts with the letter B? Oh, yeah. yeah, exactly. Irish people like to fight. There are certain cultures that embrace fighting. What is blood sausage? Really don't know what blood sausage is from England? That's a start of a English breakfast, a hearty one. That's where they take the blood of a sausage and some sort of meat and they mash it together. It's usually black or brown. How do I know this? Because I've traveled. All right, Guess in 10, Animal Edition. Clues are the easiest. I will give you the clue first because I want to see you succeed. I want you to guess this in 1, if you can. First clue, I have a great sense of smell and hearing, but poor eyesight. That does not give anything away. We're going to need to go further than that unless you're a genius and you really know. It sounds shitty. Unless you're hungover and it was reasonably okay. In my opinion, from what I recall, a traditional English breakfast is blood sausage, baked beans, eggs, a sausage, like a thick sausage, like it almost looks like a bratwurst, but smaller. And then I think you get toast with jam. I think that is a traditional English breakfast. There are no cue cards here. Ryan Seacrest is not pantomiming me hints. It's just right from my dome underneath my headphones and headband here. I'm going to make a cup of tea. Great. That does not start with a B. Maybe there is a T that starts with a B. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong about the B. Okay. First clue, I have a great sense of smell and hearing, but poor eyesight. Your buzzword is endangered. We're going to go with endangered. We're guessing the animal in as few clues as possible. Not the B word, the Blues Clues, but the few clues as possible. Buzzword is endangered. They are endangered. I didn't know that. Your fun fact, let's go with four-legged. We'll go with four-legged to reiterate. First clue, I have a great sense of smell and hearing, but poor eyesight. Okay? I am endangered, and I'm four-legged. That gets a little bit more of a clarity. None ya business. What the fuck, indeed? I'd ask you what that means, but it's probably none of my business. Yeah, I get it. I think none ya business is probably the person that has lips tattooed on her right butt cheek. I would hope that is the case with you. I'm not asking to see it. I'm just guessing. Or in the future, you'll have one. I know many women that have that. It's a curious tattoo. It's better than Elmer Fudd or like a butterfly. I don't like those at all. Did he ask us to name an animal? I sure did, Jost. Gorilla. It is not a gorilla. But gorilla was one that we had before. And a gorilla walks on its legs and its hands. I remember that from the other guest instead. So I'll reiterate and then I'll move on with the second clue. I have a great sense of smell and hearing, but poor eyesight. I am endangered, and I am on four legs. That is your 3 clues thus far. We're going to the second clue, which is hint number 4 in total. Is it me? I have a great smell of hearing, but shitty eyesight. I would say it was me, but my nose is my strongest attribute as far as senses are concerned. I can't see for shit. I have contacts in my eyes, and my hearing goes more and more every day. It's because I've seen so many concerts in my youth. I had a mobile DJ business at 14. I never wore hearing aids or, the ear stuff. I've never used earplugs. None of that, and now I'm paying the price as I get older. That's the same thing if you don't floss your teeth. Please floss your teeth. That is free advice. Do it once a day. Okay, second clue. I use my horns. So we got four-legged, endangered, and now we know it's got horns. I use my horns To protect myself from predators like lions and crocodiles. Wow, that would be a shitty afternoon. What happened to you today, Frank? Well, I almost got killed by a crocodile. Wow, that's a really big day. Well, that's not it. Sally, that's not it. Frank over here, myself being Frank, almost got eaten by a crocodile and a fucking lion. That's a terrible afternoon. That's a terrible Tuesday, unless it's a Wednesday. Then it's a wacky Wednesday. Either way, survival. So I use my horns to protect myself from predators like lions and crocodiles. Oh, jokes coming in hot. What animal is bad eyesight by origin? I'm not sure. Goat. It is not a goat. We've had a goat before. How would you know that? You wouldn't, so I do not begrudge you for that. Joseph is correct. It is a rhinoceros. Just to inform and stimulate here, I took that like a pro. You sure did. Here is all the clues so we can learn something. We can take with us in our adventures in life. Okay? I have a great sense of smell and hearing, but poor eyesight. I use my horns to protect myself from predators like lions and crocodiles. I can't believe a rhinoceros would have to defend itself against a crocodile. We talked about crocodiles yesterday, fun fact. If you get, like isolated by a crocodile, a standoff, if you will, a sit down, a lay across, you want to move diagonally because they can't see diagonally, inland or water. I have 2 horns on my nose, okay? Your buzzwords were large, endangered, and strong. Fun facts, grassland herbivore, so they don't eat meat, but they share like the bone, aka leaf, 4-legged, and cannot be domesticated. You cannot safely have a rhinoceros in your living room. You can't do it, folks. I know you want to try. I know what you want to get your dads for next Father's Day, but don't get them a rhino. If you do, get them a plush one or a stuffed one. Just don't do it. I know you want to. Now do a draft. We had a draft before, I think. Draft is hard to say because I think of draft in a house. I don't think I've ever said it correctly. Graft. I just want to say, you guys don't remember Toys R Us, I don't think, but Toys R Us had draft. What was his name? Anybody remember the draft from Toys R Us? Jeffrey the Draft from Toys R Us. All right, before we've had rhino, gorilla, peacock. I'm literally going through the past here. Deer, crocodile, shark, snake, sheep. Wow, we've played a lot of this. Crab, cheetah, frog. Again, I'm not paid for any of this. This is my volunteering my time in hopes that you like, subscribe, share, all that shit. That is my currency. Chameleon. We did have draft. Look at me remembering things. Draft. I'm the tallest land animal and can easily look out for predators. I sleep standing up and roam in groups called towers. That's interesting. I have a long tongue which helps me pull down leaves from tall trees. We had that. We had bear, reindeer, eagle, blue whale, cow, tortoise, jellyfish. Wow, we did a lot. Vulture, owl, goat. Holy balls, we've done a lot. And we still have a lot of cards left to play. And I know a lot of you are new to the stream, and that's fine. I don't begrudge anybody for anything, except for stuff that they can control that they don't control. So, with that being said, we still have a metric shit ton of ones we've never seen, never played, and then I can always shuffle the deck and start over. And then maybe something triggers you, and it'll be like, 2 long necks together are towers. That sounds like a draft. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Yeah, so there is your draft. I have a baby rhino in my house. You do not. They can't be domesticated. That's what Guess in 10 says. They said they can't be domesticated. That would be silly if you broke those rules. Yeah, that's funny. I have a baby rhino in my room. I would love to see it. Show me photos. Again, I talk about this guy like every day. I don't know why. But one of my favorite YouTube people to watch, social media, is the guy that has a cow in his living room, helps him bake shit and helps him cook things. And obviously a cow cannot exist in a living room or a kitchen. I think it's hilarious that the cow just goes and headbutts and eats whatever it wants, tears up the house. I think that's so funny. So if that person ever comes to existence in me, I'll be like, dude, you're one of my favorite shows. I don't like a lot of what I see on the internet. I don't like a lot of what I see in social media. We lost 30. I got a thumbs down probably for talking about not domesticating a rhinoceros. Sorry about that. If you're a rhinoceros or you know some rhinos, sorry about that. Can I please have my thumb back? I hate that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in the whole world is people that thumbs down the shit and I lose a thumb. I've earned that. That's like me doing a full hour of work or like a work week, getting my paycheck and my boss is like, you're going to need to get $40 back. Like, I know there was a technical difficulty with payroll. You got to give me some money back. Otherwise, you don't have a choice. Give me $40 back. I think that's shitty. You nutty. It's Xander. Xander, what's happening? Xander. I love the name Xander. Xander is one of my favorite names. I like Xander Scheifele. He is a golfer. KG, hello. How have you been? How is life? 68 votes on video games. We did guess intent. If one of you has a heart, or both of you do, can you get me back at 30, please, for the thumbs? Somebody removed my 30th thumb, and I feel incomplete. I feel a little bitter and docile about it. I guess docile wouldn't be the term. Docile would mean I would just let it eat inside of me until I had no air left. So I'm not docile about it, but I'm a little angry. I'm a little begrudged by it. Don't take away my thumbs, guys. I work really hard for the fucking thumbs. Can I thumbs up my own shit to get the 30th back? No, I can't. Of course I can't. That would be weird. But yet, if I was running for political campaign or office, I could go and vote for myself legally. But I can't give myself the 30th thumb that I already had that somebody removed from me. Where is the line? What is the appropriate level here? I think I am in the right. I should be able to thumbs up myself. And if I was running for president of the United States, I don't think I should vote for myself. I think that's a dick move. Unless it came down to just one vote, and then maybe. All right, would you rather? I'll do one of these, and then I might get out of here unless we get like a 30th like here. If I can get my 30th back, I might keep rambling on. If not, it's okay. I'm okay. The goal is always 10. We've surpassed that. I'm grateful for that. Grateful for all the likes, subscribes, the loves, the communication, the emojis. Really appreciate it. Hit one animal. I ain't scared of shit. Hit two. I'm a crazy motherfucker. God, I mean, polar bear. I think polar bear. That would be my guess. I'm happy because I recently got 6 subs in the past week. That's great. I love that. Congratulations. Yeah, keep going, for sure. It's not easy to get subscribers. Oh, we got the 30th back. Thank you so much. See, it's not easy. Nothing about this is easy. Unless I had female feet and I could sell my toe pics on OnlyFans, nothing in life is easy. I've tried everything, and I don't know what else I can do. I think I make really great content. I think my daily sketches are quite good overall. I'm even joined Reddit and OnlyFans. Like, I'm trying everything. I'm translating my shit into Chinese on RedNote, and nothing's sticking so far, but I know if I keep on doing what I'm doing, I'll get to where I know I belong. Anyway, that is a jail background. It was for one of the sketches, but I thought it was appropriate for this show, this live stream. The sketch I was stuck in YouTube jail. So if you're a content creator, if you've ever released anything on YouTube, sometimes they get pissy about what you release, and they what called shadow ban, which is basically secretly they're being jerks to you, and they take it out on your future videos. So if you do a video that they don't like, or say something that they don't appreciate, they will not only rob you of views on that video and give you like 2 views total, but they subsequent videos after. Wow, I need coffee. Every time I hit about an hour, 111 minutes, my brain slows down a little bit. Anyway, I'm back. So they'll take it out on your future videos, and then they'll like suppress them so they won't show a lot of people. So I'm like, that's so wacky and bullshit-ish that I'm going to make a video, and I called it YouTube Jail. And one guy was lifting weights, and each scene he was lifting more and more weights, and he's just like, "What are you in for?" And then the guy's like, "Oh man, I used 12 hashtags. Oh man, that's a big crime. What did you in for?" And then it's just all these things that YouTube doesn't like you doing that you do. Anyway, that's why the jail's there. I like it. I like the flags. Pandy. I like the flags. I don't know what flag that is. It's hard to see. I'm on a cellular phone, which who says cell phones? Men that are 42 and above. That's me. I'm 42. So yeah, but I like the thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. That's very kind. All those subscriptions, all the subscribers. That is my currency. I do this for free. I thank you for that. The thumbs up go a long way too. Thank you so much. If you haven't, please do so. Would you rather? I don't know if we've read this ever, but it's a good one. It's a quick one. Would you rather never feel any physical pain? So if you broke your knee, if you're Derrick Henry and you tear your ACL, I'm not wishing that on him. I hope it doesn't happen. But we talked about it. It's out there. Would you rather never feel any physical pain, okay, or never feel any emotional pain? So would you rather you accidentally stub your toe 1,000,000 times on the bedpost when you wake up? You drop a hammer on your foot. Why is it always foot injuries? I don't know, but it is. It can be anything, though. You don't feel any physical pain at all. You get shot in the arm. You don't feel it. But at the same time, you feel heartache. You feel pain. You feel lost. Or would you rather you feel emotional pain, but fuck, your toe's going to hurt in the morning because you stub your toe like an idiot all the time? What would you rather? I want to know from you guys. What would you rather? You don't feel physical pain or you don't feel emotional pain? What is it that you don't want to feel? What is it that you want to feel? I want to feel the emotional pain. I want to feel the emotions because then I know I'm alive. I'm human. I'm going through a humanistic experience, right? Like, I got my heart ripped and shred out of my skull several times, especially when I was younger. High school was the worst for heartache and pain because it was new and I wasn't experienced with it, right? So it hurt the most. The first cut is always the deepest, Bryan Adams. That's who sings that song. And then there was a redo by Sheryl Crow. Anyway, I would much rather feel pain, emotional distress, anything than physical. Because the physical pain, I know, I can deal with the physical pain too sometimes. Unless, like, it's a cavity and I got to get a root canal or something like that. But I would rather feel the emotional pain simply because it makes me feel alive. That is my reason. No emotional pain. I understand. What's the scariest wild animal? It would be a human being, Hunter 20. Well, somebody posed this question yesterday. But if we're not going with the scariest wild animal as a human, I'm going to say the Appaloosa, the wild Appaloosa. Never physical pain, hands down. Physical pain, yeah. I want to feel the emotions of life. I'm a very emotional person. I'm very, I told my lady I'm on my period. I said that jokingly, but it's kind of true. It's when I'm very emotional. I want to stress eat. Things have gotten to me. I don't know how to rise above things, but it makes me human, right? And then I can be like, okay, well, I got over that one time. I can get over it again, right? That's kind of what it is. I think once I know I can get there once, I can try to find my way back there. Whether that's weight loss, whether that's emotional pain, whether that's true love, whether that's success, whether that's I had 30 thumbs and now it's 31. It's like, I know I got it once, I can get it back. It gets harder with age, but you can do it, especially if you put your mind to it. Anyway, you could hurt yourself but not know and die. Exactly. That is true. That is very true, especially with things of the chest area. We won't go into the details of it, but certain pains you should have to feel. I agree. They are warning signs, but still, when it's your time, it's kind of your time. Do you know who Stray Kids are? I don't. I know who the Stray Cats are, and we're going to rock this town, rock it inside out. That's an 80s band. That's Brian Setzer. He once had an orchestra, too. Look at me, just clobbering your brains with useless musical information. You're welcome for that. I think that's a consensus. Okay, here we go. Would you rather? This is a salty and sweet. This is the shit I like because it stems conversation, right? It's interesting. Even if you don't respond out loud or to me, it's fine. Internally process it. Would you rather get free ice cream for life? Any flavor, any toppings, any way to carry it. We're going to go with any. No restrictions on ice cream. You get free ice cream if you want it in a waffle cone. If you want it in a cup. If you want it in a fucking dish with cherries on top and pecans. You got it. Or get free fries for lunch. For life. I'm thinking about lunch. I haven't eaten all day. It's 111 here. Make a wish if you're into that. Just close your eyes and say, I believe I'm receiving subscribers right now. That's what I'm doing. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it to be true. There you go. You can wish for anything. And it doesn't need to be 111. It could be 211 where you are. It could be 1211. Still make that wish. Close your eyes and believe it to be true. So would you rather get free ice cream for life or free fries for life? And I will not discount the fries at all. You can make them into wild animal style fries. You can make them into nacho fries. You can make them into buffalo chicken fries. I will lift any and all restrictions on the fries like I did with the ice cream. What would you rather have, chat? It says there's 3 people here. I would like 3 answers. Otherwise, if you don't want to answer, that's fine too. It's all your choice. I think for life, I would rather, I'm not even a huge ice cream guy. I'm a sweets guy. I'm not huge into ice cream. But I think ice cream's the pro choice here because the days I want ice cream, I want to really fuck with it. I like, if you guys know Cold Stone Creamery, my go-to, I haven't been for years, but cake batter ice cream. I got cookie dough in it. I got Kit Kats for the crunch, and then I got Reese's peanut butter cups. All 3 items, and I gotta have it. I can only eat half of it before my senses dull, and I can't taste it anymore. But I would fuck with it that way. French fries to me, honestly, if I have a really great burger, I just want a couple of fries. I don't want a whole canister of fries. I don't need a whole basket. So I would choose ice cream for me. Bye-bye, fries free. Free fries. Jost, thank you so much. I appreciate you. As always, I'm grateful for the comments. The thumbs up, it wavers. I'm your husband. Come home. Oh, that's fine. Cool. If I'm your husband or whatever, join my OnlyFans, NuttyButter111. It's the tag across all tags. Please subscribe. Please be my first fan on OnlyFans. It's free. Everything I do is free. I don't make anything from any of this. Marvel or DC? I like the characters from DC better because I'm a Batman guy. You lose your parents, you avenge life, you hate everything for a while. I get it. I like it. But I think if you're talking about movies, dude, Marvel has just made incredible movie after incredible movie. And I'm not even a big Marvel guy. But I think it would have to go for Marvel just because DC doesn't know what they're doing. I think there's a new Superman movie, and it's already like I've stopped hearing about it. I think it was released or it's going to be released, and I don't know if it's even out there anymore. Like they don't know what they're lost. They're like Subway sandwiches. They have no idea what reality is anymore. What would you choose? But I do like the characters from DC better. That's essentially just because of Batman. I like Batman. I grew up with Batman, but Batman in the 80s. I think 1989 was the first one, the public release, which was summer-oriented with Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is my Batman. Messi or Ronaldo? We've had this question before. I don't know enough. I'm not educated, but I chose option C, which is not an option that you gave me. But there's this arrogant yet confident guy, and he talks like he's Spanish, maybe a little bit, and he's just like, I would be better than both of them. If I didn't go to the Premier League or whatever the hardest league is, I don't know. If I went to the leagues that they went to, I would have had 4,442 goals in one season. Like this guy, I don't know his name. I should find out his name. But this guy I'm obsessed with. Every time I hear him talk, I listen to the interview. I don't know his name. But he's so confident. And he's not to a point of like confidence is fake. He's so real about it. Like he believes his truth. Wish I knew who he was. He's older than both of them. But if I had to choose one, I would just go with Messi because my life is messy, right? It has no merit on who. I don't know enough. I don't know enough about it. Never feel emotional pain. Okay, I get it. You could hurt yourself. 120, you're totally right. Hint 6. I ain't scared of shit. Crazy as fuck. I'll attack a polar bear. Wow, they'll attack a polar bear. Wow. Friends shortened my name to Honey. What animal am I? Well, that's got to be the honey badger. Yeah, I love the honey badgers. That's great. They are crazy. I love a good honey badger. Goat edits. Hello. Do you edit things? I just paid an editor $111.31. True story off of Fiverr in hopes that they bring my 12-second sketch to life so I could pay even more money on Google Ads in hopes of obtaining more subscribers. But Goat edits, if you're a really good editor, I would have gladly paid you that. I don't know if you are or not. Zaten Swedish, yeah. Yeah. Are you really? Goat edits? Yeah, maybe you're the Fiverr guy. Do I look familiar? Are you just checking me out to see if this guy's as crazy as he fucking sounds on Fiverr? Because that would be brilliant. I would love that. Yeah, I literally this morning, that's what took me longer to start the stream this morning was I did go to Fiverr. I was negotiating with this guy. By negotiating, I was trying to pay 100 instead of 200, and it worked. And hopefully it brings a really good product to me. I have no idea, though. I have no idea what he's doing. Could suck. Could have just lit $111.31 out the window on fire. I don't know. I'm checking you out. Yeah, please do. I create one original sketch comedy every single day, whether I want to or not. Today is 135 in a row. I haven't missed a day. There's been several days that I've not wanted to do it because I've been sick, hungover, drunk, whatever, and I've still committed to doing it. It started on TikTok. I've now branded most of the videos on YouTube. But I started on TikTok February 11th of this year. I've done one a day. Today is whatever day, it's June 25th. So carry the one. That's 135 consecutive days without missing a day. Today's sketch I will film later, probably around 5 o'clock. It will be on TikTok and it will be on YouTube in 2 days because I find that TikTok likes that algorithm better. I'm trying to play nice with YouTube in hopes that they don't shit on me anymore. They shit on me a couple days ago when I made an inspirational video for those of the youth that have had hard time being themselves. Be weird. Be you. Go crazy. Dye your hair. You know what? Shave your hair. Whatever you want to do. Just be you and stop pretending to be somebody else. You're not. Like, people that like you are going to like you for you, not because of the way you look or how you sound. Just be you. That was my advice. YouTube didn't like it. They only gave me 17 clicks. So, anyway, that is me. Daniel, how's it going? Things are C+, B-. Again, C's and D's get degrees. The likes, Daniel, I know. 2 days in a row, which is not too bad. Yesterday we had like 47, something like that. Bananas. 10 is the goal. This is only the second time ever we've gone over 9 likes. So I am truly grateful for it. That's probably why I've gone over 2 hours. I went 3.5 hours yesterday. That's insanity to me. I've gone, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. Genuinely, it does. And so I don't know. I just get like, I want to help people. I would do this 6 hours a day if like it's sustainable. I get a little fidgety, but that's me. And I get a little thirsty, and sometimes I got to pee, and I just hold it in because I love you guys. Because I only have 19. 120, that's fine. Free ice cream. Yeah, free ice cream for life. Why wouldn't you want to fuck with that? I would totally want to fuck with that. And think of what you can do to the waffle cone, right? You can dip it in white chocolate and add sprinkles. That's my favorite kind of waffle cone. If I'm going completely off the rails and I'm saying today's the day where I'm going to just eat 2,000 calories of sweets or north of that, I'm going to go balls deep and I'm going to fucking dip my waffle cone in white chocolate or pay somebody to do it and then have sprinkles on it. I'm going to do it. Pineapple on a pizza. Jost, we've talked about that. I don't know if you were here for that, but yes, absolutely. I have to have that sweet, salty balance, the fiery and then the relief. So my go-to pizza when I dabble in the pineapple is it's going to be pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple. Yes. Pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple. Pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple. Yeah. Got it. Sometimes when I go more than 2 hours, my brain slows down a little bit. So yeah. What will you do when you get 100 likes? Oh boy. I'm going to relish in that fact. I'll probably cry a little with excitement on the inside. Maybe do a little dance. The sky's the limit. I know the day's coming. It's just not today, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I love it. I'm grateful for what I have. Give a party. Totally should. Free invitation. Everything I do is free. I haven't charged anybody for anything ever. Well, on here or with my content. Free advice, free everything. Hunter, I've been on TikTok for 7 years, posting for 6 and only have 49. So good luck. It's not easy. This is such a grind. Nobody tells you how difficult it is. I was telling my lady the other day, I'm like, to do it over again. What I would do is I would do what the shitty shit is that everybody else does. That's like, you want to do this, then do that, right? Like start from the bottom up, and this is how you do it. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, it's just like they like hearing their own name, like TikTok and YouTube in that format. Like you want to go viral, this is how you do it. When the person has like 5 subscribers at the time, and you just make shit after shit after shit with that, and just do for your page hashtags and tags. And then one of them goes viral, and then you get like 330,000 fucking subscribers. And then you got to just keep doing the same facade. It's boring, it's stupid, but that's how you'd make money in modern times with this. My thing of posting an original piece of sketch comedy every single day, daunting, exhausting, and I'm 5 years too late for that. Nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares about these sketches except for me. I'm late to the party, I admit that. If you look down, you can't see your feet. Oh, can you see your feet? John R., is that a fat joke? I mean, either way, yes, I can. I can see my dick, too. I can see a dick, if that was a fat joke, I can see a dick in front of me. His name's John R. If it's not, sorry. It's just like the Lamar Jackson thing. Are we being racist, or is it a real thing? I don't know. Daniel, thanks. Appreciate that. Anyway, let's check the poll. It's fine. I'm well aware of my weight. No need to call it out unless you want to be a jerk. Oh, wow, we got a tight race here. Roblox, barely hanging on. 31%, 29% Super Mario Brothers, 28% Minecraft. Zelda has no chance. I wonder if we took the Zelda votes away, where they would be dispersed to. Would they be dispersed to Roblox? Would Super Mario Brothers pull this out? I don't know. Been to McDonald's today. John R., God, I mean, at least be something original. I mean, try harder. I mean, I don't mind being made fun of. I don't mind being shit on. Just do it with some originality. No, I have not. If you have some, bring it to me. I'll eat it. But I like my cheeseburgers plain, dickhead. Okay, don't listen to people who are always talking crap. Well, thank you so much. I mean, freedom fighter, I've been, though my whole life, it's fine. I'm not upset about it. It's probably 11 years old, 12 years old. John needs attention. I'm giving John attention in moderation. I'm telling him to do better, though. I think he's got more in him than that. I think he can be stronger with his jokes, where I'd laugh at least. Thanks, guys. The one that really had me laugh was the tree grow, and the other one. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That was a real gut laugh. Oh man, it was funny. I think John is gone, or he's trying to Google clever retorts. If he knows what a retort is, it's fine either way. I think we're getting close to I think the end is near. I don't mean that in a disheveled way or I'm quitting because of John and his unoriginality. It's just we've gone the gamut. We've gone over 2 hours. Yesterday, maybe 3.5 hours. I still have to find out if my Fiverr guy has any questions about video edits for my project. Still have to post something on Reddit. Still have to film my schedule. Lots to do today. Still got to work out. I know, believe it or not, John. But we will do at least one more of Would You Rather. Only fight passive aggressive, eat. Okay, this one's for John. John, if you're still here, John R. This one's for you, pal. I'm young, so I struggle to get bigger. That's fine, 120. I've been big my whole life. I've been in shape big, though. I am well aware of my stature. I'm fine joking about it. I labeled myself in LA as the chubby, funny friend. I was like, what 3 words are synonymous with me that might be marketable to others? I drove around, no joke, in LA for years. I had magnets made that I put on my rental cars, and it would have at least one headshot of me, and it would say chubby, funny friend. It would say my email address and my cell phone number. True story. And very little attention I got. Nobody cares. But yeah, I embraced it. You got to embrace who you are. Funny is a stretch, though. Okay, great. I mean, John, you've been here for 3 minutes, and it took you 20 minutes to fucking respond when I'm saying, dude, be better. Try harder. Are you in crypto, by the way? I'm not, Daniel. No. I wish I would have been. I remember when the whole COVID thing happens, and there was not the big one. There was one that was like 3 letters, forgot what it was, and there was this guy that I would listen to all the time about taxes and all this shit. He was really great. I'm not being helpful at all, but there was this one that he's like, buy, it's like $2. Now it's like $300 a crypto. Wish I would have listened and paid attention to him. I didn't. It's on me. I was also too late. I'm always super early to things, or I'm too late to the party. Either way, John R., here's for you. I just saw eating. This one's for you because you have nothing original to say, nothing of context. Would you rather eat 5 pounds of candy in one sitting? Okay. I appreciate the emojis. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for that. Thanks for the thumbs up, for the subscribes, all that. I got a box of tea bags for Christmas. It's great. Especially if you're in Europe. The tea bags last substantially longer there. Would you rather eat 5 pounds of candy in one sitting or eat a whole turkey in one sitting? Holy shit, I think both would be very difficult to do. The question posed, and this is just because of John, and he didn't have anything enlightening to say, so I'm helping him out, actually. Would you rather eat 5 pounds of candy in one sitting or eat a whole turkey in one sitting? That's a lot. Dang, don't mention crypto. I was in it below 100 and I sold crypto. Oh, boy, sorry, man. That sucks. Oh, man. Turkey. You'd rather do the turkey. I think I'd rather do the turkey too, especially if I could put, like, when it gets dry, like over time, I think I would put gravy on it and try to grease those wheels. 5 pounds of candy. It would have to be something I would really like Reese's Pieces. And then even then, one sitting for 5 pounds, that seems insurmountable to me. That seems like too much. But an entire turkey, I think I could do with a little longevity, like after a huge workout. I can eat an entire rotisserie chicken, right, from Costco or Walmart or whatever. Bitcoin is at 93,000. I thought it was over 100,000. Maybe it went below. Oh, I had them below 100, but sold at a dive. Oh, that's fine. I seem to be the whisperer of great stocks because every time I'm in a financial jam, which is a lot lately, I sell. Like when the big boom for GameStop happened, I bought at like $2.88, which was nothing. And then I sold at like $27 a share. So I made a lot, like I made like $1,000 or $2,000, but then it went to like $400. I'm that guy. I'm the guy that I rarely sell, but when I sell, then it shoots up through the moon. And that recently has happened with one of these weird tech stocks too. Shot through the roof the day I sold it. I'm like, I need money so I can pay somebody on Fiverr, try to get more subscribers. True story. And then I fucking just killed my Fidelity account. Probably lost out on $1,000, which I could have used. Anyway, I digress. But you're not alone. I need to go. Daniel, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful. 120, you're 11. That's cool. Subboss22, how are you? What's happening? What's new? Please vote in the poll. Please like, thumbs up, and subscribe too. The poll, when this ends, I'm going to read it one more time. We've got a thriller of a poll here. It's your favorite video game, best video game of all time. 5 pounds is less than 5 kilograms. So it's a full number. Would it be 5 kilograms. I don't know. That's a lot of fives. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. I just have to say, oh boy. Oh boy. I understand what you mean. 5 pounds, 5 kilograms. Well, I think an entire turkey. I think if you got, what would be the smallest turkey? I think we'll just go 5 pounds, right? But you're not eating the bones, right? You're not eating all the gizzards. We'll just call it's the same amount of weight. We'll just say it's the same amount of weight, however you want to go, kg, kd, whatever the fuck. It's 5 is 5. So would you rather eat 5 pounds of candy in one sitting or an entire 5-pound turkey in one sitting? Again, I would go with the turkey because I'm going off the belief that I could add gravy to it and it'd be more obtainable. At least that's my thought process. That's how my gears are greased here. Turkey. I think turkey's the pro move, unless again it's some candy, but it gets monotonous and stale, right? And then it hurts your teeth. Like I said about a Cold Stone Creamery, I can only eat half before like my senses dull down, and I can't do it. I think we butthurt that guy that was not clever with his fat jokes, and he took a thumb away from me, but that's okay. I'll let him. I think he left. I think he didn't have anything original to say, which is a shame because I would have totally listened to his vote on this. I could have been at 900,000. Wow. Damn. Well, Joe, something better is going to happen, I hope. What is your favorite? Wow. That is amazingly lengthy and hard to... I would say Tums, Boss 22. I think Tums, like the rainbow kind, not the standard kind. That would be my favorite sour antacid because I just read how I wanted to read it, not how it's really written because I don't know how to read that. If you can slow down with the sweets, then sweets. Yeah, I would have to have a variety of sweets in order to obtain it, and I'd have to like do it in moderate. I couldn't do 5 pounds. Like that is just too much. All those like competitive eaters and shit, or like eat this crazy fucking meal and get it for free in a t-shirt. That's not me at all. That's not a dinosaur. I didn't say it was a dinosaur. I thought it was an antacid because that's how my brain perceived that word, and then I read it as sour. It could be a dinosaur. I'm not sure, but I took it as antacid. That's why I voted for Tums. I didn't know what you meant because I don't know how to read that, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'd like to know what it is. If you can dummy it down for my nutty personality and my weird mind and mouth, I could happily tell you an honest answer. If I ate 5 pounds of candy, I would feel like junk. Yeah, you would. Wouldn't feel good. Well, 5 pounds of turkey, you're not feeling great either. I mean, how many times do you eat a full Thanksgiving dinner and then you go out and run a marathon or go to the gym? Very rarely. It doesn't really happen. Be right back. I'm going to call my man. Okay. I'm going to call me ma'am. Oh, mom. Okay, got it. No problem. I might be here, I might not. I mean, statistically speaking, I'm probably going to be here. 3.5 hours yesterday. I'm over 2 hours today. That's not a dinosaur. Yeah, that's fine. You can tell me what it is. I'm happy to learn, happy to grow, happy to evolve. That's me. Not standing still, not trying to not learn anything new. I would be okay if there would be no more movies that ever came out ever again. I would be okay with that because I think all the things I watch that I really enjoy are from the 80s and 90s. No. The long word I said is a type of dinosaur. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Patis sour. You know what? I had to spell, and this was on a stream weeks ago, but I had to spell pterodactyl. Box 22, this is for you. Do you know how to spell pterodactyl without looking? It blew my fucking mind how you spell pterodactyl. Pterodactyl. It was in a chat. I don't know what it was in reference to. I don't remember all the words I've ever said on all the streams. But it was pterodactyl. And I think, spoiler alert, I think it's spelled with a PH. It blew my gourd. I had no idea how that was spelled. Never had to spell pterodactyl in my entire life that I'm aware of. I was so wrong. So off base. It just threw me for a complete fucking loop. No. The long word. Okay, yeah. Mom. Yes, I got you. Can you imagine another color for the sky? I can. Because I have a very over-imaginative mind, and then I do like the evening more so than the daytime typically, and the sky does change colors, but I have an over-exaggerated mind, and I can fantasize that. Jost, if you could color the sky any color, what would it be? I would say light blue, which is kind of the color of the sky, so I guess keep it. Christian Carzana, hi. What's your favorite video game console? That's the question of the day. If I said your name right, I'm trying my best. I have to feed my cats. Okay, be right back. Sure, no problem. If I'm here, I'm here. Giggity. Pterodactyl. Yeah, you got it. Bus 22, honestly. Be honest. Did you look that up or did you know? Did you know? That does not look like pterodactyl. That looks like something I'm prescribed if I'm itching a lot. That looks like a medicine from Walgreens. Fuck Walgreens, by the way. Hi there. Yes, what's your favorite, again, Carazana. What is your favorite video game console? Did you know that Elenosaurus means long-armed lizard? I didn't. I don't even know how to say it correctly. Please say my channel name. Oh boy, I gotta read. Is it Mafia World? Is that as simple as that? Because that I'll take as a win. Ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage, Mafia World. All right. Bring out your guns. Bring out your dancing ladies. What else is associated with Mafia? Bring out your gambling debts. It's Mafia World. James Gandolfini, rest in peace. You just think of, I mean, obviously you think of Sopranos. Think of all the Mafia movies, all the great Mafia movies. Can you think of any criminal activity that isn't celebrated in cinema? I mean, just like I would not want to be in a run-in with a mafia. Like, I would not want to be, like, in trouble. I would not want to owe them money, right? But in cinema, you're rooting for them. That's a wonderful thing that they did because you took a villain and you made it human, right? You gave it a pulse. You changed the whole narrative, the entire landscape of some group of people that are supposed to be just purely evil, and you gave them names and families. And anyway, I think that's amazing what cinema can do. Yeah. I ain't channing the sky. Oh, you're not changing the color of the sky. That stuff's fine with me. Boom. Okay. I guess, I don't know, a pink sky. I like it dreary. I like it dark. I like rain. I like thunderstorms, right? So I would probably go with red and black. I like a red and black kind of like we're doomed. I like a doomed sky every now and then. It makes me appreciate the blue skies. I have a baseball game today, 120. That's great. What position do you play? Shortstop? Third? Catcher would be the most challenging, in my opinion, of any position in any sport. I would go with catcher as the toughest. I have a channel, and I have 5,000 subscribers. That's great, Mafia World. That is 5 times the amount that I have. That's no easy feat. Congratulations. Very difficult to do. I'm very happy for you. I have to beg, prod, and not steal, but I have to pretty much work my ass off for subscribers. So if you haven't, please subscribe. Even if you're watching this post-live, please like it. Please tell your friends. I do create original content. I create one new sketch comedy and post it every single day. And today's 135 days in a row. I do that. That's what I do with my life. All right, we still got Roblox. Roblox is getting a little bit of more of a gap in between first and Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Is currently the second favorite. You're a very kind man. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Same Z's. I'm a lefty catcher. Holy shit. I'm left-handed too, but I throw with my right. But I write with my left hand. I'm predominantly left-hand based. But catcher is the most challenging position, again, in any sport, in my opinion. So kudos to you. You're very unique. I'd say stick with it. There is definitely a market for a catcher, especially a lefty. I would have to say, please, please, please keep doing it if you love doing it. I got a mob story. I had to hide for Chinese mob. True story. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a nightmare. I'm glad you made it out okay. I'm assuming you made it out okay. Hi, what is your name? My name is Nutty. I am Nutty. You can call me Nutty, but it's NuttyButter111. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the shit sandwich, the show. We've gone 141 minutes, 25, 26, 27 seconds. That's bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. So if my guidance counselor could see me now, what are you going to do with your life, Nutty? I don't know. Probably dedicate hours and hours and hours of energy and time to creating content and not make a penny off of it. He'd be so proud. You look like Steve. I get that a lot, and I thank you for it. I have never played the game Minecraft. I've never seen the movie Minecraft. I am a Jack Black fan. My favorite Jack Black movie is High Fidelity, which nobody's probably seen. It's with John Cusack. It was before he got big and famous. But I do know I've heard the Lava Chicken song twice, so I could do a little bit about that. Lava Chicken. Something, something, ringing a barrel. Do that a few times to show every time somebody brings it up. I like the song. It sounds catchy, even though I've only heard it twice. All right, guys. We'll do one last thing. Votes are 75. It was a nail-biter. It was neck and neck. It was a good voting one today. I think we had 100 votes on yesterday. And that's basically, yesterday's, I think, was, would you rather be doing what you love and broke? Which was mine. That was like third place, though. Find true love, I think, was first. I think true love prevailed yesterday. Would you rather find true love and be broke? Would you rather be rich and miserable? And then, or would you rather... I'd have to look, but I think those were the ones. And true love prevailed. It really did. It got all the votes, most of the votes. You don't look like the Steve. Oh, you look like you're called Steve. See, where's that guy that was trying to call me fat? See, like, that's how you do it. That's how, if you want to make fun of somebody, and I don't think that's coming from a place of hate by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that's very comical. See, if you elevate your game, I will laugh at it. If it's funny, I will laugh at it. And again, I don't think you mean it in a disrespectful light. I'm not perceiving it, but I do find that very funny. You look like you're called Steve. You don't look like the Steve. That's hilarious. Thank you for the comments. No, I'm not a Steve. I'm not a Steve at all. I always thought like I look like a Jake, but that's been skewed since Jake from State Farm. Even the original Jake, which was Caucasian, that means white, was in khakis, didn't look like me. But the new Jake from State Farm, anytime anybody says Jake, they think of that. For a while, it was Jake from Pretty in Pink, or 16. It was 16 Candles. That was Jake. Jake was this hero guy that did inappropriate things with somebody that just turned 16 when he was in college, which we don't talk about, but we love the movie, don't we? That would be a sketch. Like, that would be so... You could not make that movie today. You could not make 16 Candles today because of the inappropriate nature of the end, where Jake, this guy that graduated high school, he's like 22, is fucking making out over a birthday cake with Samantha, who just turned 16. That is fucking bonkers that was appropriate in the 80s. Definitely not okay now. I was getting out of a relationship. This colleague bartender girl split up with a Chinese dude like me. I was at a casino, and we kissed. It was full on Chinese. They saw us, and everybody in town. Oh no. Okay. So what I'm breaking that down is I probably misread that because that's how I am. But I'm guessing that you made out with somebody you shouldn't have, and the Chinese mafia were at you for it. They were after you for it. Not good. You look like a Jared. Again, I don't think you're being mean. But now when everybody says Jared, you kind of think of the subway guy that was a pedophile. Far from a pedophile. Opposite of a pedophile. Want nothing to do with any photos of anybody under the age of 18. Even 18. I was even talking about this earlier. I go so far that I want like gray pubic hair on my women. Like, I don't even want a bald situation anymore. Because I want to... I have a 14-year-old daughter. I couldn't imagine anybody ever wanting any... It just grosses me out. And I talked about Jake from 16 Candles just a few moments ago. How inappropriate that is. That movie would not fly today. It's just wildly inappropriate. And that's fucking 22 and 16. I'm 42. Oh, God, I don't even want to think about somebody that's 18 or 19. And that's legal. I want nothing to do with that. Ugh, no. Not for me. Anyway, I don't think you mean that in a derogatory phrase or term. I look like Jack Black. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Visited the club where we worked, so we were known to the Chinese, and the casino told on us. Oh boy, hiding back. Yikes. I don't want to fuck around with any mafia. And I want to be beloved by the Chinese, and I want them to be like funny fat American. That would be the goal. All right. I think that's about it. We've lost the audience for the 18th time today. But I appreciate it. Appreciate everything, guys. I truly do. Grateful for all the likes, the thumbs up, the subscribers, the comments, the communication. I love you guys. Genuinely do. I will try to be back at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow Central Standard Time. That would be on the East Coast, 10:30 a.m. If you're Pacific, that's 7:30 a.m. If you're Mountain Time, that would be 8:30 a.m. I am consistently inconsistent, so shit hits the fan. It'll probably be 10 a.m., but try to work up a regular time and place here for you guys so it's not confusing. But I'm grateful. Thank you so much. I'm not being mean. Yeah, I don't think you're being mean. I think you're very genuine, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't take offense to anything. If anything, I appreciate you. You really made me laugh. The Steve thing got me going hard, like laughter-wise. I've laughed twice with my gut today, with my big round gut today. You look like a Steve, not the Steve, I think was one of the highlights of this, I can't do the math, like 2.5 hour show. A very lengthy show again today. Yesterday was 3 hours, 24 minutes. That was bonkers. But I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up. So if you're watching this later, please thumb me up. Please subscribe to me. It's free. I do daily free sketch comedy every single day. I've done 135 days in a row. Today will be 135 technically. You can follow me on all the streams. And again, if you want to obsess with me and stalk me and like everything and comment on everything I've ever done, I encourage that. I respond to all emails, all text messages, Everything's in my description. I respond to all comments. There's never been a comment that I'm aware of that I didn't respond to. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm grateful. Do I like trains? Not really. No, I'm more like a sit-at-home kind of guy anymore. Those Chinese have world of them, no other. Yeah, I mean, I would not mess with the Chinese or the mafia. Once again, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I end all the streams with this. You can say it out loud. You can say it independently. You can write it down and say it first thing in the morning and the last thing at night. And just repeat after me. Something amazing is going to happen today. Something amazing is going to happen today. Something amazing is going to happen to me today. And I genuinely believe, wholeheartedly believe, that something triumphant and amazing and spectacular is going to happen to you today and for you today. You just have to be open to it. Just look where you didn't usually look. Believe in something you didn't think of before. And just know that great things are going to happen to you and for you. Thank you so much. I am Nutty. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time-ish. Again, I'm consistently inconsistent. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much. And again, thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank